protector, I should say, the half-orc barbarian, and he likes to solve puzzles with his face.
Solve puzzles with his face. Wow.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
Not what I was expecting to hear. Well, I forgot what I was going to say. Bray Fireforge, a hill dwarf who's turned to a life of piracy. I can't remember exactly what happened last time, to be honest. So
we did lots
I'll
of
do
puzzles.
a recap.
We did lots of puzzles.
On to the next one.
Well, I am Fear of Flying, an Aarakocra, so a bird creature. I like to solve puzzles too, just not with my face.
With your voice. With your lovely voice.
You did solve a puzzle with your face last time, though.
He solved it with his nose.
Yeah, it's more emotions. I'm an actor, of course. An actor. So, yeah. You never know what to expect with Fear. That's all.
That's very true. Very true.
We expect the unexpected.
I'm Fenric, a wood elf druid, and I feel like I was one of the few people taking the puzzle seriously last time.
I don't know what you mean.
But,
yeah, we looked around in the dark for so long. How dare you?
It's hard when you can't see where you're going.
Yeah, easy for the guy that could see.
Yeah. Pretty sure he figured out the mirror too. I was impressed with that.
He did. I think he did, yeah.
And came up with a better riddle answer than we did.
I'm Flynn Rider, loosely based on the character from Tangled, and I am a rogue halfling, and I have the, second most shenanigans, I feel like.
Yes.
I have a 17 ass.
And I have a
Is that written down on your character sheet now?
Yeah, it should be. It should be. Under, like, special traits.
Yeah.
I'm Nat. I'm the DM, along with Freya. I'm everyone. Except for this bunch. I'm everyone. To recap, if I'm remembering right, I'm really bad at recapping. I like it when Freya does them, but she's just better at that than I am. We found a treasure map. Lady Beck was very excited. Got you guys to this island, and there was the entrance to this sort of puzzle dungeon was a mirror. It's called the Gentleman's Mirror. You tried twerking, you tried pinching each other's butts. Turns out the solution all along was to just ask if you can go by. So that was interesting.
I felt like it was a natural progression, the way that we did it.
Well, and Freya and I honestly were messaging. I'm like, how should I help them more? Like, how can I help? And then, because I was getting worried about the derailing, and then Fenric he tried the solution right away. So I was like, damn.
Well, you also steered it a little bit because Fenric did like detect magic, and then you were like, it's a polite kind of magic. That was a bit of steering.
It is not how that spell works.
No, I did not think that.
It's not at all.
I don't think there was much derailment there, just saying, in that episode.
I think that was logical. All logical.
And then there was essentially 5 different levels in this dungeon that each associated with one of the 5 senses. At each level, only one of each party member could have that sense. So the first one, everyone except for Fenric was blind. We went through all the 5 senses, ate some salty food. What did Fear do? He had some charades going on.
He had to smell things.
Oh, yeah, Fear was like stuck in a.
And then, like, he had to smell
horrible smells.
I had no choice.
And then had to, like,
you
communicate
had the charades
it to
between feet or lemon. That was pretty tricky. And at the end, you guys found some magical items and a really dry cake. It said "Happy Birthday, Rob" on it. Who's Rob? I don't
Whoever
know.
that is.
We will find this Rob and the Skyline Superman.
Yes, that's right. We did. We had that wall break too. I forgot about that. The fortune teller, who also told Lady Beck that the Fae were mad at her or something. There was some random stuff. So where we left off, you guys had just emerged from this dungeon and are still on this island. Was there anything your character would want to do exiting that? Would you guys head right to the ship? Sort of how are we feeling there?
I think probably just head back towards the ship.
Yeah.
I think when we'd like split up before, like I
It didn't
guess
go well.
we'd kind of already sort of explored most of the island anyway, just sort of by accident, I guess.
It's just
Yeah.
dance. It's
Yeah.
dance. With that, if I could have you all roll perception that are heading back. I assume all of you.
The ship is gone.
Why is the ship gone?
Alright, getting my bad roll out of the way. I have a 3.
3.
That's
It's
a
a with your modifier.
That's a 1 plus 2.
That is
Wow.
Wait,
that is
so
a crit fail for Bray.
that was a nat one.
Oh no.
Starters, you mean to go on?
I got a dirty
Um,
20.
Who got
I
a
got-
20?
Fenric.
Nice.
But a dirty
It's a,
20.
it's a dirty 20, yeah.
I got a 23.
Nice. I got a 7.
I got
So
a
I
rock.
feel like walking blindfolded at this point.
Okay. Sorry, everything's taking a while to load. With that, Bray. Sweet Bray. And honestly, Flynn. Cool island. It's great. Y'all are just trotting on. Maybe you guys are messing with each other a little bit. That's what's distracting you, but Boldar, I would say, as you guys, Boldar, Fear, and Fenric, as you guys are approaching the ship, you do see Lady Beck. She's sort of throwing a stick for the dogs on the beach and has been waiting for you guys to get back. Fenric and Fear, you notice about 20 feet off to the side of the ship, there are some merfolk that are hanging about. They have a sort of little temporary setup for the day, and they do seem to notice you as you guys approach, and they're waving off in the distance to get your attention.
I
I
don't
don't
trust
trust
fish.
Smurf.
I don't trust fish people anymore. Not after last time.
These ones don't, as far as, not that you can tell, but the 20s and aboves don't notice any saggy titties, so.
Look, as long as they're not singing, I'm happy. I guess we should probably just sort of alert the other party members, just like point, like, guys.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Um,
nudge Boldar, I guess, and
I
be
was
like,
just gonna
"Hey."
full on punch him, just be like,
I mean, he's big enough. You probably could. It wouldn't hurt him.
'cause I didn't think you would feel it.
It's just a feather
Yeah,
like
just-
flapping against me.
I would try
Yeah,
and tell Flynn, but he's probably hidden already and just like,
he's
sure
already
you can hear me,
disappeared.
Flynn, if you can hear me, they're over there.
He's wandered off into the shrubbery. He can't see him.
He just is a shrub now.
I was a
Yeah,
kid.
guys, there's some mer people over there. I don't know if you guys can see them, but they're kind of over by the ship.
They're like,
Yeah, they're furiously waving at us to come over there. Do you guys want to?
You reckon they
Wanna
want a
go?
party?
Yeah, I think I see a
think
little
it'd be fun,
bonfire. There's
They like to party.
throwing a ball around.
This is the
I'm
big
telling you,
holiday
they could
episode.
be party merfolk. I say we go say hello.
I'm
When I
with you on it.
say I say we make Boldar go first. We'll
Yeah.
just walk in single line, just all peering around Boldar, just like, like,
Boldar likes to meet new people.
I
Does
think
he?
it's so Boldar likes to party.
He does. He also likes that very much.
are you approaching?
Yeah, I think so.
yeah.
Is just Boldar going? Anyone following?
I'm right
Oh,
right beside him.
I'm right
Yeah,
behind
why
you,
not?
buddy, and then he just lets him walk away.
Can I jump on his back so they can't see me, but my wings are stretched out, so it just looks like his wings.
He's like a flying orc.
Would Boldar go along with that? Does he let fear climb on him?
Sure.
Okay. I don't think there's really a role for that. Y'all are adorable, I guess. That's just part
Sweet.
of it.
For adorablness, George.
Yeah. Freya type Jesus Christ, haha. Very cute. As
gotta
you
be
guys approach, you
intimidating.
do see, yeah. If you want to roll intimidation, you can.
I don't know if
Before
we're,
I
I
set
don't know
the
if we're
scene.
trying to intimidate them. I just feel like
That's
we
what
might
I
be.
kind of thought.
We
I
might
don't know.
naturally be intimidating.
As you approach, you guys do start to get a clear picture of who we're looking at. You do have two separate female merfolk. They sort of have like fish fins coming out of their head with very like light glazed eyes. They're decorated in pearls and little seashells. They look quite beautiful. You have one tall, slender one, and then a little short and chubby one. They seem to be giggling together. They're very happy to see you there. And they do have some little glasses of drink, not certain what it is. They do address you as you walk up. The taller one says, "Hello, come on over, have a seat. We have some stuff for you."
Kind of stuff.
And then the small one just sort of pats next to her in the sand.
Is your name Cersei by chance?
No.
The Sea Witch?
Sea
Um,
Fishwife.
Boldar goes and sits next to them in the sand.
Just remember, I'm still on your back at this point.
Start making another
Yeah.
sandcastle. Can I roll an insight check?
Absolutely.
So I got a 15 plus 3, so 18.
What'd you get? Sorry.
18.
Yeah, so I would say you don't detect any malintent from these two. They're giggly, they're buzzed, they're having a great time. They genuinely wanted you guys to come sit with them. And you do see the shorter one, she pulls over sort of a wooden crate, and she does, like she said, have some stuff for you. You do also see on the side sort of a little kit with some squid ink and sea urchin needles and a kit off to the side. The taller one, she addresses you guys again, and she's like, "Hey, so we have this cool stuff. We like meeting up with travelers. We can do some trades. We got some stuff to sell. Also, my girl over here, she seems to be really good with that needle. I can do some tattoos for you."
I'd like to poke my head over the top of Boldar's shoulder and just be like,
Ah!
"Can you tattoo feathers?" And just poke my head back down.
We could shave you.
You could colour your feathers.
I'm just gonna get off Boldar's back and just start to back away slowly. Just no.
So she does explain one tattoo for a smaller one is 100 gold pieces. She's sort of going to be variant on the price depending on the size, but she is able to do that to you or to you. That sounds a bit malicious. She can give you a tattoo. And then if you wanted to go over what it is a shop, so I have a list of items that they're selling. We can go through if any of you wanted to get a tattoo first, and then we can go through what sort of they have unless you were extra curious. I can jump to that. Depending on what your character would want to see.
I'm not too
Ha-
bothered about the tattoo. I'd like to know what they've got, like what else they've got though.
I would like
Yeah.
to know what they have as well.
Same.
Yeah.
I'll start with that. I'm
Um,
coming back to the tattoo though.
Okay. um,
I'm curious
So-
what you're gonna get now.
Jeremy.
I'll draw it.
It's like a heart.
If it's
sort
not
of
Jeremy,
like
it's not worth it.
That'd be great. The shorter one takes this crate and just excitedly dumps it onto the sand, and everything kind of rolls out. It's a shorter list, so I'll read it out loud. I'm fine if I want to repeat it. Just let me know if you want me to repeat it. So they do have vials of squid ink for sale, 10 gold pieces. They have a vial of serpent venom, that is 100 gold pieces. They have some various pieces of coral and shells that are 2 gold pieces. It's very important. There is an azurite. It's listed as an opaque model deep blue gemstone. Very pretty little gem. That's for 15 gold. And we also have a box of lightning bullets. It's sort of a tattered box. You might have expected to have, maybe they got that from a ship in their travels. But it is a box of 5 lightning bullets for 200 gold pieces. They have another vial, they call it Blight Ichor, and that's for 75 gold pieces. So that's what they got.
What does Blight Ichor do?
Are you asking the merfolk, or if you wanted to roll history, you could see if you knew?
I'll ask them.
They're like, we don't know.
I wasn't sure. I don't know if Flynn has a character voice or not, so I just wanted to make sure. So the taller one does take the vial gently and she holds it up to the light. It's a very sort of dark green, but with some purple flecks rolling through it. Interesting looking thing. She explains that it is known to be a psychedelic, and that you can gain wisdom and intelligence for a temporary effect if you are able to withstand it. Otherwise, you may take a little bit of damage, but a volatile little goop here.
I'll take the Blight Ichor and the vial of poison.
In the what?
The vial of poison.
The serpent venom?
Yeah.
Yes,
They have,
that's
like,
175 gold on there.
They have like multiple of these items. Not just the one.
Yes, I believe there's only one of the Ichor, but there's multiple of the others.
So is that 175?
Yeah, 175.
Can I ask them how much they would pay for my giant ankeg claw that I still have on me?
Let's see.
Do I dare see if they would buy a siren's head?
Go
Not sure
ahead
what
and
that would
roll a D100 and divide it by 2 for the
Jesus.
Ankeg claw.
Oh, 30. 15. Not worth it.
They'll offer you 15 gold for it.
No, I keep it.
No.
Thinks he can get a better deal.
You could probably just eat it too.
He's like, I would rather
might be
throw it in the
gross for
ocean.
That was the gem that they had.
It's an azurite.
What's special about that?
It's blue.
You can't seem to tell if there's anything magical about it. It seems
It's
to just be a
pretty.
gemstone. I'll tell you what's cool about it. Yeah, exactly. It's just really pretty. You could probably woo, a girl or something with it.
Oh, Fear has
Something
no
with some
problem wooing
tentacles.
Goes.
Guys.
girls.
Not girls. Definitely not
That's a
girls.
problem, all right?
He's intimidated just at the thought of it.
Just saying the word.
Exactly. How much was it?
It is 15 gold pieces for one.
I'll take one. I don't know why, but
Okay.
it'll come in handy, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's
You
just
have a
cool,
really
isn't it?
pretty rock now.
Yes!
Super pretty.
I'm so rich, though.
To go through again, they have squid ink, serpent venom, coral, shells, azurite. I believe they probably have a few left of those. Lightning bullets, and then they're out of the Ichor.
I got scammed.
What's
This
so
is,
what's so special about these lightning bullets?
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna open it because I
What
do
makes
think
them
they're
lightning
interesting.
bullets?
Yeah.
They have like electric.
Yeah, they
properties.
do some cool shit. Let
Or
me
are they
see.
just like normal bullets, but they've got like a lightning bolt just sort of etched
Yeah.
in them?
So
They don't
It's
actually
like
have any like special
It's
effects
like a
or anything.
branding thing. It's like
Yeah,
It's
you're
a-
yeah,
paying
it's
more for the
a-
brand.
it's a-
oh,
yeah.
I misclicked.
I reckon just a novelty one where it makes the sound like an amazing sound, but just doesn't do any damage at all.
Yeah.
They're like rubber
Oh, poor
bullets.
It's an
thing.
amazing sound when you fire it, but it actually does like less damage than a normal
They're
bullet.
rubber bullets.
If anything, it gives them health.
Yeah.
So these are uncommon lightning bullets. You add 1 to your attack and damage rolls. So you would be able to use those with your pistol, and you do an additional 1d6 of lightning damage when you hit.
Interesting.
So it'll make
How
it
mu-
easier to hit, and it will do more damage.
How much were they?
It is 200 gold for a box of 5.
I will buy a box of 5.
Oh,
That's 200 gold.
Big spender.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad though. They look really cool. I'm like, we gotta get them
Uh,
some of those.
5 lightning, but so what? Yeah. What is
I
it?
could
Uh,
post
what-
the link.
Yeah. So I can make a little notey note of the effects of them.
Yeah. I don't know if your Twitch chat is gonna let me, but we'll see. I can put in Discord if
You're
not. But...
VIP, so it should let you.
Okay. Yay! I'm cool. I'm allowed
I'm
to.
allowed.
So that list has multiple on there. If you scroll down to lightning, and it's the top one under uncommon. I wasn't gonna
Cool.
give you the most rare ones. It's plus
Ah,
3 to
shame.
attack, and it's like 3d6 extra. It's ridiculous. I'm not giving you that. Not yet.
But why?
Cool.
Was anyone else interested in either a trade or selling or anything else that they had to offer?
I was gonna ask about the lightning bullets, then I realized I don't even have a gun to shoot the lightning bullets.
He just thought they sounded cool.
Just like throw it. Give it to Bray on his birthday.
Ah, yeah. I can't really use anything else that they have in any spells, so.
Do you not want a really cool gem? It's blue.
It is. It's an opaque mottled deep blue gemstones.
She repeats
Trust me.
Yeah,
the
well, I
moment.
will. I'll take one of those actually. I'll do that.
Trust
Alright.
me, in about a month's time, they're going to go through the roof. We're going to be
Stocks.
Like
rich.
stocks.
How
It's
much was that?
15 gold.
We'll be selling it for 16 gold soon. I'm telling you.
Was there anything else that your characters were interested in, or were you heading to the ship?
I'd
Mm.
like
Oh wait,
to,
I gotta get a tattoo.
The whole time,
You do.
Boldar's busy talking to one of the mermaids about building sandcastles.
Are you like challenging them or like asking what their techniques are?
Yeah, it's
or
just like
sorta how does
a
that go?
friendly like.
He's
do you
telling
build-
her the optimal
Do you build
strategy for building a
sandcastles? And then it's
sandcastle.
just like. And then yeah. What's your technique? What's the biggest sandcastle you've ever built?
The quiet, shorter one, she takes like a fish handful of just wet sand and then does the drip thing where it makes these tall, lumpy towers that she just starts going to town with them. And now there's some lumpy sand.
Nice. Boldar's like impressed. Genuinely, he's like, well done. That's really good.
That's so cute. Fenric is gonna
You-
get a tattoo.
Yeah.
What
So
was he gonna get?
well, I didn't have a pen up here with which to draw the tattoo that I was looking at getting, but I want an anatomically correct heart with a ribbon over top of it, and the ribbon says Jeremy.
Oh my god. That is really funny. Oh, that's perfect.
You're gonna
Okay.
get it like on your chest, like over where your heart would be.
Yeah, where is it?
It's gonna be like left shoulder.
Yes.
Nice.
I think on top of the heart as well, you should just have a little silhouette of a horse standing there with like one hoof in the air, like.
Actually, yeah, add that to it. That's that's
That'll be an
perfect.
extra 50 GP, so
I'll
add
pay.
the
I'll give you the
silhouette.
50 GP.
How much for the tattoo overall?
It'll be 100 GP from you and then 50 from Bulldar.
Sold.
Totally worth it.
Boldar says sold before Fenric can answer.
With that, our shorter merfolk, the silent one, she sort of grabs her little kit. If you could roll Constitution.
Oh boy.
I think historically that hasn't been a good roll for you.
I got 14 plus 2, so 16.
Pretty solid.
Very nice.
Pretty
It is
decent.
a stick and poke with an urchin quill, so it's not as delicate as maybe what we might think a tattoo to be. But you take it like a champ, like you barely even flinch.
He does it for Jeremy.
Could we have a performance roll?
He's like, for Jeremy, I can go through this.
Yeah, that's your motivation. Can we have a performance roll to see, or sleight of hand? Let's see how good it turns out.
Oh. Oh no.
I feel bad. That's a 4.
Ah.
Oh no. Okay, with a 4, it's not an anatomical heart. It is just the typical heart. It says Jeremy on it.
Oh no!
Son of a bitch, I knew it.
Jermey. Jeremy. And there is like a Charlie the Unicorn style horse behind it. With the eyes and everything.
Jeremy's gonna see this tattoo and think you're like cheating on him or something.
He's like offended.
Who's Jeremy?
Who the fuck is Jeremy?
Okay. Was there anything else you guys' characters wanted to do with these sweet merfolk you found?
I was gonna try and persuade the tall one to show him the better wares.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
And that's a dirty 20.
Bray, if we could just have a clean 20. I don't have a sheet for the merfolk, but we'll see what she rolls. I didn't think to make a sheet.
12.
A 12. Alright, 1 sec. Give me un minuto.
You've broken the DM already.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
I hadn't planned this, but I want y'all to have cool shit, so let me find some cool shit for you. As long as you don't mind waiting a sec.
We can wait a sec
It
for
won't
cool
be
shit.
interesting.
I do like
Yeah,
cool
let's
shit.
find some cool shit.
It's the only time we'll wait a sec is for cool shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Ooh, I found a really cool thing. Let's see. Freya message, she said, we weren't prepared for this.
Apparently not.
I think that's apparent because I'm Googling right now. Okay, so she pulls out a silver ring. It sort of has a braided pattern on it. She explains that this ring gives you fangs when you wear it, and you get advantage to deception rolls. She doesn't have a name for it. She's only discovered this by picking it up from a fellow traveler. And she does want
Yeah.
250 gold pieces for it.
I'll take it.
Alrighty. You
But
can
there's
add
no-
that to your inventory.
There's no name for it.
I made it up just now,
Okay.
so you can name it. The site I was trying to load decided to refresh and didn't go through, so I just pulled
Okay.
that out my ass. So what are you gonna name it?
Ring of Fanged Deception.
Nice.
What does it do again?
Advantage on
You-
deception rolls.
See,
That
I'd have
makes you
called
face.
it Ring of Cool Shit, but
Or
Also,
te-
you grow
or-
fangs.
or teethy lie ring.
Bitey liar.
Mm.
We'll just call it something different every time it comes up.
Exactly. We were like, use that ring you
I
have,
would-
you know, the bitey lie ring.
And then maybe you can just lie about what it is and then make y'all question it. From that, you do hear distant yelling. Lady Beck has just noticed. She was pretty like involved with the puppy dogs. She's getting a little bit tired of the sun though. She's sort of stomping your way, and she's like, "I thought we had enough of the fish. You guys just keep it in your pants and let's go." She starts walking up to the ship.
She's like, "Put your shirt back on," to Fenric.
I'd say she didn't notice the tattoo yet.
Luckily.
I don't know that she got close enough for that.
Okay.
Oh, I'm good to go
follow,
back to
yeah,
the
follow
ship
her
with
back
my
to the ship.
crappy
Yeah.
Tattoo.
Alrighty. I'm not gonna force you to. You can do anything you want.
On the way back to the
Beck
ship.
wants to go.
On the way back to the ship, Boldar hands out some bananas for everyone to eat that I've collected.
Oh, okay.
What?
All right.
Where you got these from the dungeon again?
No. I got these from a beach.
Oh wait, I remember that,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Was
Yeah.
that at Tortuga or was that sooner than that?
That was Tortuga, I think.
That's so funny. I was about to make you roll a nature check if you were looking for them here, but I think we already established that they were bananas.
Oh my gosh.
I'll add 1 banana to my inventory then.
Just eat it now.
Yeah, just eat it now.
It's going in my pocket.
How long ago was Tortuga?
Not
I
that
think
long ago.
canonically it was only 2 days.
Yes.
I was going to say, I
Okay.
hope it wasn't too long.
No, it wasn't
No,
very long.
I think they're safe. I think.
I also have carrots, Brussels sprouts, and peas.
From the same island?
Oh my god. Do you keep it in the same
I
bag
can't
as the
remember where
head
we
and the
got those.
claw?
I
Dude,
guess. I
that's
only have
not-
one bag. The head's not in there. The head's not mine. The head's.
Oh, okay. Does Spear have the head?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
I
it.
have the head.
Okay, I will say if anyone who's eating a banana, it tastes kind of fishy.
Tastes kind of
I'm
crabby.
glad I didn't
If
eat
it was with the Ankeg claw. Like, I'd imagine that crab claws don't do good for 2 days in not refrigerated bag.
Are they in with the goblin ears?
Oh god, I forgot about that.
There's
Okay,
only one ear.
anyone who's eaten a banana,
It's just the one
if you
ear,
can roll a
actually.
d20 for me.
It's just the one ear, actually.
Anybody who ate a
regular-
banana needs to roll a d20. I'm
I got
thinking of a number.
7.
Yeah, there is some.
7.
There is some ear hair. in it.
3.
The D20, sorry, was it?
Yeah.
Boldar's just trying to do a nice thing for everyone.
That is a 13.
I must
Oh, no,
ruin it though.
goodness.
13 was the number I thought of. So you, upon taking a bite into your banana, do pull out a goblin ear hair. It somehow
Motherfucker.
wedged itself in there.
Through the skin.
You think I would have noticed, wouldn't you?
Oh my god.
And it's really unpleasant.
Yeah.
It tastes like goblin.
Oh,
Did
shit.
anyone else want to do something before heading back to the ship? Nope.
No.
I don't think so. I'm
Okie doke.
good.
Well, as you guys walk on back up the plank, she sort of addresses you as a group. She's like, "So, what'd you find? I must know."
I'll take
My
the
cool map.
I'll take the ear hair out of my inventory then if it's in Bray's mouth now.
Well, does he give it back?
Yes. Bray
Yeah.
absolutely gives it back. I think this belongs to you.
That was nice of you. So next time he offers you food, we'll see what you roll.
Might have to do like an insight check or something before
What you eat.
before I accept food next time.
Well, I got this. What's it called? A Tome of Understanding.
You got a tome?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Yeah.
That's his lady background, isn't he?
Okay.
What else you got?
Fair.
Did I really find this cool map just for a book?
Okay.
I had some
well,
cake.
The book's pretty cool.
Cake I'm interested in. Did you bring me any?
No.
Oh.
It was
I
staying
think I
on.
threw. I think I tried
Yeah.
to throw it at
It was on the floor.
Fenric. I tried to throw it at Fenric, and missed horribly.
Well, you guys are pissing me off. So, anything else?
We torqued on a mirror.
She was there for that
And
bit.
pinched some butts. That was fun.
She saw that bit.
She saw
Some
that
kind
part.
of in Lord of the Rings where not what's the uncle's name again?
In Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Bilbo.
No, not
Bilbo?
Bilbo. Wait, yes, it is Bilbo.
Bilbo.
Jesus
What?
Christ. I'm an idiot.
Darth Vader.
You know in Lord of the Rings where he's at his party and he kind of reaches into his pocket,
Oh,
just
yeah.
just to feel it, and then
birthday.
Yeah.
well, Flynn does that with the little
The ring.
green pearl kind of thing, and he's like, "No, I didn't find anything."
She's like, after all, why shouldn't I keep it?
I would say with that, Ladybug's like really disappointed. She was kind of hoping to have some cool stuff after having bought that map. I'd
Fenric's
imagine
like,
it wasn't
I
super
have
cheap.
a book. She's like, I don't care.
She's not interested in
Make
that.
me smarter.
And Rick's like, you'll never guess what I found.
Yeah, this book will make
She
me
was maybe
smarter.
hoping for like a giant sword or something.
She's like, good, you need it.
All right. You know what?
That's honestly probably more accurate reaction. I'd say that she's like, all right, well, we need to keep going east. So, and she stomps into the captain's quarters and just lets y'all figure that out and sort of closes the door behind her.
I'm not driving the boat.
This is my time to leave. We need to head east, and I'll go up to the crow's nest and keep watch.
I guess. Well, I've never steered the ship, so does anybody object to that?
Knock yourself out, mate.
Yeah, have fun.
Sweet.
I'm
Oh,
gonna keep
Bray's
a watch
letting you
for
take
Lie, though,
over.
I'll keep like a watch for Lie, just thing.
Supervise.
Yeah.
Boldar
With,
watches.
supervisory capacity.
Boldar watches Bray let Fenric steal the ship and like has that like little bit of like disappointed like.
Oh.
I thought we had a good thing going.
Uh,
Taking it in turns.
I don't want to get in your way. Which way is east? I don't have a compass. I don't know how to tell which way.
There
is
is a compass near the steering wheel. I think
Oh,
we had
okay.
established.
Okay.
I don't know how to answer that question other than saying east
How do
is
I know?
east.
East
How
is
do I
east,
know
and
It's
west is
that
west.
way. Since you are steering, I don't know if driving would be appropriate.
Driving the ship.
Yes, go ahead, and I think we were using sleight of hand or athletics.
Yeah.
See how
think
good you
so.
do. Tell me
That's-
how good you do.
That's the only reason I was steering well because my athletics is really.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say both of those have the same low modifier, so
Uh-oh, good to know.
Yeah.
I got a 13 plus 1 is 14.
Okay, that's good enough. Um,
That's the threshold.
That's good enough.
I would say you get away from the island without anything destructive occurring, which is really good. Because I would say, tell me if I'm wrong, but Fenric being the background that he has, I don't know that he's done this before.
Never in his life.
He's loving it. He's like.
So this
It's
is
like-
exciting. Good for him. He did a good job. And Freya, if you could roll a d8.
Why Freya
You
gotta
don't
be
have
rolling?
to roll that.
Yeah, why Freya gotta be
To
rolling?
see how quickly you die.
In 8
That's a
seconds.
4.
4
4
seconds.
hours.
Oh.
Oh, seconds.
Oh.
You will die in 4 hours.
One,
Yeah.
two,
A spirit appears and says you will die in 4
Yeah.
hours. Disappears again.
And then quickly disappears again. Like,
I feel
what?
like,
Oh, I
there's an
can't
encounter
pause.
coming on, and I'm not sure.
Mhm.
Somebody rolled a high insight. What?
Huh?
Huh?
I was kidding.
What?
Okay. I was just looking this up because I need ship speed, and I should have opened this before. Down speed. Cool. Okay. With what you rolled, you do have a slight advantage with the wind. the wind is going southeast, is what the 4 meant, if you were curious.
Oh, I was.
So the ship speed is currently at, we'll say, 65.
Where are we trying to go direction-wise? East.
East.
We're going southeast.
Lady Beck has a destination. She sort of had arrangements set up. The only part of her arrangements that fell through was the crew and then a couple stops along the way, but she still does have a destination set up for a not allied town that she could sort of hide out at while she was escaping where she was. Okie doke. If I could have a perception check, Fear can have advantage.
He gets to be in the crow's nest.
Gets to be a bird man. That's
So advantages. Go, George.
No, you carry on because I need to add on modifier. I haven't had that.
Advantage is just roll twice and go with the higher one, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh no, it turns out I have no modifier. That's a 3.
Uh-oh. I mean, everything's fine.
You can't even see the stars in the sky.
Boldar has closed his eyes.
I got 23.
Wow.
My other one was 21, so either way,
Damn.
+5 modifier.
We'll find a way to nerf you. We'll take one of your eyes or something.
That's fair.
Fenric got a 21.
You said 21 for Fenric?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry,
Also,
I have you guys
modifier.
turned up, but Geo and Tristan are kind of quiet on my end. So sorry, I know I've made you guys repeat yourselves quite a bit.
Turn my microphone up a little bit.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I need Flynn and Bray.
19.
19
and 18 for me.
and 18. Those are some good rolls, except for the obvious. For Boldar.
Look, he's not the smartest
Not very perceptive.
one.
So you guys have set off. You were a bit surprised after you had emerged out of the dungeon that it is later in the day. Perhaps why the merfolk were a bit more comfortable on the sand. The sun was a little bit less intense by then. So it is leading to be nighttime. But per what the breakdown Lady Beck had given you a couple days ago, you guys are nearing the end of, nearing a destination here. So sailing, it's not fully nighttime, but it is evening, so we're not worried about a night setup yet. But I would say everyone, except for Boldar, I can't really be too creative about it with all these grouped rolls. You do see a ship off in the distance, and with rolls like this as well, it's looking a distant green. I would say Fear and Fenric especially, you get an odd feeling about this one. This is not looking like your normal ship off in the distance. And from what you can tell, it is heading towards you. It is off in the southeast. So, let me think. Never eat soggy. So you're going this way, it's like kind of to the right and heading towards you.
Interesting.
Okay, well, Fear is up in the crow's nest, so if he wants to message people, I can just, I'm assuming Bray and Boldar are near enough, and Flynn is near enough that I can just be like, hey, I don't know if you guys noticed, there's a ship, like, way over there.
And you're getting a
And
weird
I don't
feeling
know about you guys.
it.
There's it looks like it's coming right for us.
It's coming right for us.
I don't know if we can
What can we do?
try and outrun it. It
would-
might be a
Yeah.
little too quick.
It's coming towards us as well, though. So where would you turn to outrun that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there cannons on the ship?
It's a bit too far to tell.
What about our ship?
I meant our ship.
You're a bit too far to tell. Your eyes are closed. No, you guys have 2 cannons on each side. I
It's not
believe.
very
Let me
much.
double check.
4 total, or 1 total?
It's not very many cannons.
No, I'm kidding. You have 6 9-pound cannons.
3 on each side.
3 on each side.
It'd be a bit weird if all 6 were on one side.
Do we have cannonballs?
That probably wouldn't go well.
do,
like tilted.
do we have cannonballs? We load it with vegetables.
I should have.
And stick the goblin ear in one of them as well. In like a banana or something before we fire it off.
All the silverware.
The claw, the anchor claw.
Full
That could do
Pirates
some
of the
damage.
Caribbean.
Yeah.
That could do some damage, that claw.
Yeah.
I will want initiative.
Oh, no.
Oh boy.
It looks
Do
like
you reckon,
it
guys?
looks like they'd have cannons.
How long would it take to hollow out a siren's head to wear it as a mask?
Jesus Christ.
What
Oh
the
my
fuck?
Have you
Man,
preserved this thing at all?
And do you think I could put on a performance to scare away the other ship to make it look like this is a siren ship if you all hide?
If you somehow pull this off, I swear to God.
So I think it's
I don't
gonna
see how you do.
depend on your initiative. I'd say if fear is in the top 3, I'll allow that. I think if that's fair. Let me see. You did roll really high perception. So I think if that is genuinely his first reaction to seeing a ship really far away is to hollow out a head, I'll allow it now. If he's, I don't know how crazy he is.
Sounds
It's up
bad
to
when you
you.
say it like that.
Yeah. When you put it like
It's a bit
that.
odd. Like. Thank
What
you,
else
Freya.
might they use the siren head for?
That's fair.
I don't know.
That's
We don't know why you took the siren head. We're still asking ourselves.
It just seemed like a good idea.
A trophy.
So we're rolling for initiative.
Yes, please.
I got a 24.
Holy shit.
Okay, so
I
I'm
have
not first.
I have a plus 10 on initiative.
Jesus Christ.
Okay,
Jesus.
Freya's got it.
I also got a 24.
Alright, looks like I'm not
Very
second either.
nice.
You're ruining my plan, guys.
You're not last, I think, though.
Challenge accepted.
Is it bad?
I'd say mine's fairly average.
I got a 9.
I got a 15.
I got 13.
Oh,
You're not
no.
last.
Yeah, but I'm not in the top 3.
I'll allow it if you want to while we're getting the other initiatives roll sleight of hand. I'm not gonna stop you from making a dead animal mask.
Upsetly put the siren head back in the bag. Just across my arms.
No, do it. Roll sleight of hand. You have time.
No, it's like the penguin.
Because you said
Well,
it
now
would be
I'm
his
not gonna
first
do it.
reaction. Like this ship is far away, so
So if you don't ever look up, you just see me just like scooping out the inside of the siren head. By the way, I am just putting this over the top, so it's just going to be start
where's
dropping.
Boldar? Where is everyone other than who's steering?
I got 16 for sleight of hand.
Alright, I'd say you successfully hollowed out. There's probably bits of, I don't even know if you could tell what it is, because it has been a few days, but there's some gloop still in there. Whether or not he cares, that's up to him.
Put your
It's
face
in
that
his
glue.
face feathers.
Probably
Or-
smells
You did
pretty
it.
bad in there. as
Also,
well.
how are you going to fit that over your head when you have a beak?
The
Well,
beak just goes through the mouth.
Oh, it's
It just
out of
goes
the
through. Oh.
see, I'm going to pull that up because I'm going to need someone to put this on whilst I do the performance behind them. Because obviously the beak is a very prominent thing for fear. So who wants to put this on?
Absolutely not.
No way.
No.
No.
You could roll
absolutely not.
persuasion if you.
I've got a disguise kit. I don't know how useful that is.
I was gonna say, could you try putting it on Jeremy? But I don't really think that would work.
Put it on one of the dogs.
Put it on one of the dogs.
I don't know where I'm going with this idea anymore. I'm just holding out a siren's head.
Just holding it like.
Just
You know what? You know what? Fuck it. I'll put it on. Just toss it down from the crow's nest.
Oh no.
Now disguise kit him as a sexy siren lady.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna climb down, not throw it down, just in case. It's very fragile.
it'll get caught in the wind.
Yeah, I hand it over.
It just flies to their ship.
would
That
it-
would be terrifying.
Would using a disguise kit help?
I think so.
Yeah, you can make the skin blend. You know, just make it look seamless on my face. I think
Just
it'll help a lot.
Give him like a sexy siren Halloween costume or something like that.
Yeah.
We're going with a sexy siren Halloween costume for Fenric, using my disguise kit.
Could ask Lady Beck for a bra.
Do we have a coconut so we can just cut in half?
Boldar, you carry all the fruit and veg.
Boldar
You
reaches
gotta have
into
a
his
coconut.
pack. No, I don't have any coconuts on me.
Some pea?
Just give me a couple of Brussels sprouts. I'll just...
That's nipples.
Good lord.
This is getting out of hand.
For this to work, they kind of only need to see the siren and not us.
I like that Freya and Nat were like, roll for initiative for this combat encounter, and this is how we've started.
I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
I don't even remember what I
But
rolled.
we're relying on my performance to imitate siren, by the way. Otherwise, we've just dressed you up as a siren for no reason.
And then you have to fight like that.
Yes.
So I need to know what this plan entails.
No one knows
Are
except
all
him.
of you dressed?
No, just
Are you guys
Fenric.
talking about it? What's happening?
It's
So,
just-
guys, my plan is Fenric here will appear as a siren on deck, like driving the ship. I will be hidden close by, singing my heart out, mimicking the siren's sort of voice, just to scare them. They might,
Oh.
if they're pirates, they might see it and then flee. If they're clever enough, they'll just see we've dressed some young lad up in a siren head and poor makeup. And you lot will have to charge from your hiding positions if that happens. Anyone object or have any changes to the plan? Or just want to change plan completely? It's Fenric on the line here, really.
I don't think it'll work, but I'm also really curious to see how it goes.
Yeah, I want to see what happens.
This is where it's just a merchant ship just travelling by.
They're going to be really confused as to why a siren is sailing a ship and not just swimming as well.
We can have Boldar loosely tied to the mast if needs be, just to sell the fact that she's kidnapped someone.
I feel like Boldar is the last person we need tied up.
Loosely is the highlighted word here, where the ropes are just sort of like tucked under his feet, and when he moves his feet, the ropes just drop, and then he can just charge.
Yeah, and I was looking at it earlier. Apparently, hemp rope has a DC 17 strength check, and I'm pretty sure Boldar can clear that pretty easily.
You could
So-
also just not tie it and have him hold it.
True. That's
Sorry, I'm not a
true.
character, but
Yeah,
I'm
it-
just
it
gonna
would be
throw that out there.
tight.
You don't have to tie him.
Actually
Maybe
handicap the party.
he's in control of the rope, so that he can release himself when he feels necessary. to
Okay,
do so.
it's strategically draped over him to look like he's tied up, but he's
Yes.
Yeah.
free to move at any moment.
Flynn can just appear as a seventh cannon. I don't know how he does it, but like, I'm sure he can hide somewhere in plain sight.
On the bow of the
Um,
ship. I can.
he's just stood next to Fenric, but they can't see him. I'm sure that'll work.
The
Um,
rope hammock.
Yeah.
That-
And
That'll work.
Bray, I'm sure you could probably just stand behind the wheel and they wouldn't see you, to be honest. So.
Well,
Or you
Bray,
would just,
no,
like,
Bray,
just
Bray
go
needs to
back.
go downstairs and get Jeremy because apparently
Yeah.
Jeremy has a taste for blood now.
Yeah, so if you go prepare Jeremy for the
Need him.
battle,
We
He goes
might
and
need him.
he goes and psychs him up. He's like, "You ready to get out there, killer?"
Yeah. I'm like a boxing trainer. Like,
You ready to earn some more braids?
Okay, so everybody
Making
except
bets
for
already.
Fenric and Boldar are hiding.
yeah.
I guess.
Okay. Let's see some stealth rolls.
I got a perfect 20 with my
Of
plus
course.
9.
Of course. Very nice.
I'm now one with the ship, part of the
You
crew.
are another cannon.
Part of the crew, part of the ship.
Roll to attack.
I got a 15. I swear to God, Bray, if you don't hide.
Am I hiding or am I like below thingy with
That's
Jeremy?
up to you.
I'd assume you're just below deck preparing Jeremy.
Yeah.
You don't have to roll if you are. Unless you wanted to hide down there too. You can do whatever you
No,
want.
I'm gonna get Jeremy prepped for battle.
Okay. Are you handling the dogs as well?
Putting on his armors.
Do you
and things.
plan for them?
Sure. Yeah. We
Very
might
well.
need them as well.
Putting on Jeremy's horse
Oh my
armor.
god, the dogs are gonna
Put
fucking
them somewhere
die.
safe, not use them for battle.
Yeah, put them in the closet, dude.
There's also Peckers somewhere.
Peckers is just gonna shit on the pirates.
He's already over there.
I'm
He's
constructed
he's joined the
otherwise.
pirates.
Peckers would be with Flynn. So if you wanted to send him somewhere else, otherwise he is
It's with a cannon.
with you.
No.
He's
Well,
just sitting on a cannon.
Peckers that require you to go to the mast.
Roll animal
Well, animal
handling.
handling.
And that's a 6.
Oh, he goes to their mast.
He starts flying towards the other ship.
Alright.
He is
Fantastic.
zooming.
At least he didn't roll a 1. I feel like if you'd rolled a 1, he'd be like squawking and telling the other ship what our plan is. So
Yeah.
he's scouting, as far as we know.
As far as we know.
Who knows? Okay. Bray, you're below deck. Fenric and Boldar. Okay. So Boldar is at the mast, fake tied up. Fenric, you are disguised as a siren. Is there anything else you guys wanted to do prep work as this ship is approaching?
I'm gonna
Just before
switch
it
to
starts,
Peckers.
I just whisper to Fenric, rather you than me, is what I tell him.
He's like, but this is your plan.
And I say out loud, I just want this on the record. I immediately regret my decision, but I'm already committed, so we're doing this.
I love the commitment.
Okay.
That's what a good performance needs, commitment.
It's true.
Well, I'm going to have to roll performance eventually.
I guess I should.
Yeah,
roll
surely
performance.
Fenric has to as well for the physical performance.
Maybe eventually. I
Oh,
think we
God.
jumped the gun a little bit. They're pretty far away.
No, we're ready.
We stay in position for 10
Um,
minutes.
I hope you guys didn't want to prep for war or anything. Like, if they're firing cannonballs and we've got no cannonballs to fire back, it's not my fault we're ready 10 minutes early.
They have spyglasses, probably. So they can see all this happening, maybe.
Maybe.
He's Fenric like putting on like.
What the fuck is that?
I'm not sure whether they'd be scared or just really intrigued of what's going on.
So technically at the top of the order, we do have Bray. At this point, I think as you guys were prepping, the ship is about 2,000 feet out. It has gotten much closer. You do see it sort of has an eerie, faded look to it. It has sort of a little bit of grouping of fog around it as well. There's something odd going on here.
This is a fucking ghost ship.
I don't know. Maybe it's just like cool looking.
It's Davy Jones.
We're coming at
I
them
don't
with
like
like
this.
we're coming at them with a full siren cross dresser. I
God
don't
damn
know.
it.
And Freya, just for funsies here, if I could have a d20 roll +6.
I'd like to say we've not informed Lady Beck of this plan, so if she walks out the cabin at any point,
What was that
with
modifier?
disadvantage. D20 disadvantage +6. Yeah, Lady Beck. Nobody told Lady Beck, so.
That's 15 total.
Okay. With that, sorry, I'm looking. We got so much stuff pulled up here. You feel a heavy thunk as a cannonball very far off at the peak of its range has sort of flown your way and slapped right where the ship meets the water. It has hit the ship, but hasn't done any, from what you can tell, severe damage. But this ship has engaged with you. Bray's at the top of the order. Sort of the way that the cannons work, I don't think any of you are specifically at a cannon, but it takes an action to load and then takes an action to fire. You do have a certain range of disadvantage above 2,000, and then so the range is 500/2,000 is how that works. You guys are sort of hidden. You did have a cannon come your way. Bray is at the top of the order. You guys are currently sailing towards each other.
We stick it to the plan.
Yeah, they did just shoot at us. Do we still want to stick with the?
So I'm guessing they've got a cannon facing forwards if we're like going at each other like that.
As they're sailing, they are not making a direct beeline, so they took an
serpentining.
opportune moment to fire
Oh,
and
okay.
then correct their trajectory.
Could we not just counter our own movement so that they don't really have an angle on us until we're that close up?
If Bray wanted to hurry to steer, that would be to whoever's at the helm, which is currently Fenric.
Fenric.
And it's not his turn just yet. So I would say you guys maintain this course for now. Unless, again, it's Bray's turn, he could come from up, come from below deck and take control if he wanted. But
What are we thinking? Because surely that's kind of gonna ruin the plan.
True, but I don't think they're going to be interested in the plan.
Yeah, I think at this point the plan is moot.
Imagine if it worked. But imagine if it worked.
For the plan to work, you need to get close enough so they can hear the siren sort of singing.
Right, but if they're a ghost ship, will they even care about the sirens singing?
Yeah.
Well, you're assuming it's a ghost
They
ship. They might
might.
just have some really poor ventilation from the kitchen in their ship. That's where all the fog's coming.
Fear's going to get us killed.
What are we thinking? Should I just go up and hear us sort of? Well, we want to get closer, right? Presumably.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
I think
could
we should
try
get
a
closer.
cannon shot. You are technically in range. You'll have disadvantage. But I'd say your speed is more than enough to get up there. But it's entirely up to you. You can also delay your turn. You guys are always more than welcome to do that.
Hey, real quick, Nat. I think the boy is rickrolling us in the background of yours.
Yes, yeah.
You got caught out, honey. They noticed. You're rickrolling the stream. That's very cute. I was like, that's not Rocky. He's got the stream pulled up. Are you listening to it? Oh no, now I'm embarrassed.
What a legend.
Oh my gosh.
Fucking
Now I have to
baller.
actually try if I know my honey's listening. Anyways, it's a good eye because it's so tiny behind me.
It's a very iconic first 2 seconds.
I had no idea. That was so funny. Oh my god. Dave, you get inspiration point. He just
Can I get an inspiration point?
Yes, fuck it. You get one for noticing. Good job.
That's perception.
That was pretty funny. Freya had to add a inspiration ×2 column to our spreadsheet because I give it away like nothing else. Whoops. It's Bray's turn. Sorry, that was distracting.
Yeah, I'll go up to the wheel and sort of steer us a little
Do
bit
you
closer.
shove Fenric out the way?
Please do.
Can you stand between him and the wheel so it's really hard to see you?
Like
Or
crap.
put your arms around him like Titanic.
Put your
but at
arms
the
under my
steering wheel.
armpits, and yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. I'll
So
be like
cute.
behind. I'll be like behind him, but like arms slipped through. Like,
Adorable.
arms are like his arms, and like steering that way.
What are you trying to steer? Were you changing course?
Trying to sort of steer, like I guess, sort of. So we're going closer towards him. I
Okay.
guess.
You can roll athletics or sleight of hand. We'll just see how well you do. You have advantage on that too, I believe,
Okay,
since
cool.
you do be a pirate.
So it's sleight of hand or athletics, was it?
Yeah, you pick.
We'll go with sleight of hand, seeing as that's better. That's 11.
You do okay. You might lose a slight speed advantage here. You guys do have the wind advantage, but maybe sort of as you're a little bit off course, you lose that a little bit. But other than that, you're not in any direct danger from that roll for sure. Was there anything else you wanted to do with your turn? Technically, a roll like that would be an action, but anything else you can do?
Nah, I think that's it. Maybe like rest my head on Fenric's
His
back a little
back.
bit.
Very cute.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
You can use your
Um,
lucky. I forget you got lucky.
I have.
You do.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's good to know.
So had I, but thank you.
Never
He's keeping tabs on us, keeping us honest.
First time player, by the way.
mind.
Next is Flynn. You are a cannon. Your bird is furiously flying away. What do you do?
Hmm. Are the cannonballs like within range of me, or do I have to go get them from below deck?
There are more below deck that has remained stock. You guys hadn't fired them yet, so everything that Lady Beck had arranged from beforehand is still available. There is a small supply at each cannon. So there's 3 on each side. There's a crate of cannonballs on each side as well. Probably about 20 or 30 available readily. But you do have more below deck if you wanted to grab them, but otherwise there seems to be a healthy amount available near them already.
I'm going to stealthily load 1 cannon.
All right. I'd say with your previous stealth roll, I'm not going to have you roll again. Was there anything else you wanted to do with your turn? I know it takes an action to load the cannon, so you have that one there, but was there anything else you're able to do outside of that?
I'm gonna poison my daggers.
Ooh.
Spooky. Are you using the venom or do you have other poison?
Good question.
He's like, I put death juice on it that adds a D100 damage points that I just already have.
It's just the serpent's venom I bought.
Okay. I have a blurb on that. Where's my blurb? Yes. It is a DC 11 con save or 3d6 poison damage. It's not from ingestion, only injection. So yeah, if it touches flesh, it does 3d6 poison damage after a DC 11 con save. I don't know if you want to have that noted with that. I should have told you when you bought it, so I'm sorry about that.
You said AC 11 con?
DC is 11. So anyone whose flesh comes into contact with that has to roll higher than 11 or they'll take 3d6 poison damage.
Ooh.
Put on your rubber gloves.
Yes. Be careful.
I have written that down.
Perfect. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
Nope. I'm good.
Alrighty. It's Lady Beck's turn. I'd say she uses this to have some tea in the captain's quarters. I'm sure with the wrestling she heard,
Blissfully
she
unaware.
thought it was nothing more than just the pack of boys that she's gotten used to by now. So even with the light thud that she heard earlier, I don't think that was a surprise to her. Maybe she just thought it was another rum bottle hitting the ground. But, let's see. And next in the order is Fenric. You're looking awfully fishy and cute with Bray's arms around you steering the ship. What do you want to do? Sorry, I asked you right when your mouth is full.
No, you're fine. Just gonna like kind of whisper behind me and just be like, "Look, dude, I had beans earlier, so I'm really sorry. Whatever happens might just happen." And on top of that, I'm wearing a fish face. I won't be able to smell it. You're probably gonna get a mix of everything. I'm so sorry. And then I'm just gonna turn
And lightly
keep
fart.
moving forward.
Just the turn alone squeaks a little bit out.
Do you want to roll performance?
Roll to fart.
1d6 poison damage.
Definitely
Yeah,
roll
I'll-
performance.
Yeah.
We're gonna need to know how that goes.
I got a 13 plus 2, so 15.
I am
It's a
regretting
pretty
so many
healthy
decisions
one.
right now.
It's pretty healthy.
Now roll to
You
fart.
said it was a 15?
Yes.
If you want to combat that with a con save just for shits and giggles, Bray.
Give it a
Right.
go.
God.
Mm, 9.
Yeah, you failed that contest.
Yeah.
You're not feeling good. Like so good, you might not roll super good next time.
It was silent but
That's it.
deadly.
He's-
We might
Give you disadvantage.
have to invoke disadvantage. On
He's
your next
remembering the time where he was in love with the sirens. It's got to him.
roll. The fish really reminded you of that one time. Poor Bray.
Gosh. Oh,
Anyways,
God.
I wouldn't have even said anything if Freya hadn't mentioned in chat that he's significantly shorter than me and his face is probably going to be right near my ass.
I forgot
Admittedly,
about that.
I hadn't thought about that when I when I said it. So,
So your
yeah.
arms aren't even in the
No!
way.
They're below.
He's on either side of my hips.
Oh no! I forgot about.
Also-
Alright.
Also, when you thought you were resting your head on his back, it was actually his ass cheek.
Yeah. Still cute. Alright. Is that the end of your turn, Fenric? Please.
Please.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you. Excellent. Next is Fear. You do see, technically it's been a few rounds of combat there, so you do see the ship is much closer. I'd say at this point it is about 1,500 feet away. You guys still, despite some swerving to make some cannons potentially hit, it's still a direct trajectory between the two of you. Fear, I don't know, depending on what you roll, it might be close enough to start singing if you wanted to continue with that plan.
I think we've got to continue since everyone's trying to still hide but still do their stuff.
Yeah.
It would be a bit pointless me dressing Fenric up and then just be like, guys, we should probably fight now.
I wouldn't be surprised if Fear just also wanted one of his teammates to wear a fish mask. Like, I'm sure he would be fine
Yeah.
even if that wasn't the plan. But yeah, you can do whatever you want.
It's out for fear.
It's just another prank to
Like
him. He's
the
not
whole
taking it
the whole
seriously.
plan breaks down, and Fenric goes to take it off, and Fear's like, "No, you'll ruin the illusion. You have to keep it on."
Roll performance, and I got a 15 plus 8, so 23.
Damn. Okay, and you're trying to imitate the siren song.
Yes.
You were the only one that had succeeded that save, right? Upon initially
I
hearing it.
got that.
Oh no.
So you got more than just a taste of what their song actually sounded like, that terrible screeching. Is that the sound that you were imitating, or or something else? You hadn't been charmed, so I don't know that you heard a different version.
Yeah, let's go with the screeching.
I mean, if you imitate the screeching well enough, you might pull off the song still, right?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm imitating what I heard. I don't know about you lot.
Okay, so terrible screeching. We lost Freya. We'll wait for her to come back. I'll
I
pause.
have to admit, I did not think this far ahead.
I like the
Really?
idea that fear doesn't know that like when you're charmed by a siren, you don't hear the screeching.
Yeah.
So-
Like, he just doesn't understand, and then I'm just like, you all heard the screeching, right?
yeah, we have Freya back. Just like imagine pulling up to a ship and there's two dudes like spooning, one of them covered in dead animal, and there's distant screeching from somewhere else on the ship.
And a giant
I
orc
love
tied
this.
to the mast.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job, you
That
guys.
doesn't scare them off. What will?
You probably just, to be honest, you'd probably just turn around and like sail
Yeah.
away, wouldn't you? If you saw that, I would.
I would. Okay.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I'm screeching right
Okay.
now.
I'd say
Screeching so hard.
yeah, they're starting to hear it, I'd say. But they're still pretty far out, so we'll see what that continues to do as they get closer.
But who are they?
Freya, if we could have a
$16.
thank you. That hits. And it is 4d10 bludgeoning to the ship. If I could
No.
Yikes.
have that roll, we can add it to the sheet here. With that turn, another cannon has come flying and it has hit sort of the base of the boat again, the ship. Again, not a boat, it's the ship. I promise. It did not impact the water first, like the last one did though, so we are taking some damage on our ship here.
Yeet.
My knowledge, we just need one plank of wood, and that's solved.
Yeah.
We can only hold 5 at a time, though.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Get ready with your
Oh,
buckets,
you already
boys.
added it. Thank you. You're so fast. I was like waiting for her to tell me so that I could do it, and she just already changed the number. Round of applause for
24.
Freya. She's so great. She makes it so easy for me. Okie doke. And then next we have Boldar.
Boldar just yells, "Remember the plan!" and stands.
It's the most invested one in this plan.
Stick to the plan, guys. Stick to the plan.
This one,
Okay.
stick to the plan.
All right, great. Nobody only got one guy on the cannon, but that's fine. You'll be fine. Next,
on the cannon.
next is Pecker's turn. He is going to continue flying. His speed is not that fast as a ship, so I'd say even though he's flying with you, he's not really that far
He's
ahead
not
at this
faster
point
than the
since you guys are
ship.
going in the same direction.
He's behind the ship.
Not yet, but like he is trying. He's not that fast. I didn't think that through. Okay. And then here as well, the ship has gotten much closer, and at this point it is still maintaining that swerve. I'd say at this point it is at about 900 feet out, so the gap is closing here, and pretty fast. And next we have Bray, the top of the line.
But are they just like still sort of coming towards us, sort of like head on, basically, or?
Yes.
Okay.
They are against the wind, but you guys are still heading with the wind. So I'd say that, again, that gap is closing pretty quickly. It's still been a pretty direct line towards you.
We crash head on into them.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to like turn
Go ahead.
slightly so like
Just play
maybe
chicken.
the cannons are sort of facing towards them, or I don't know.
You're at the steering wheel, dude.
I'll do that. I'll turn us slightly so that our cannons are sort of facing
Left
them,
or
we all
right?
know. Well, I don't know where they are. Is it literally like? Are we literally just like directly coming like head on to each
Yes.
other? Or
I mean, like they're swerving to the side of it, so it's changing.
which way
At
are they
this,
swerving?
they're going both. I don't know. At this second, right now on your turn, Since they did just fire a cannonball, they are straightening out at this moment. But they are about to head to your right and their left. They're doing this.
We'll do the opposite of what they're doing.
I like it.
We could convince them we're a mirror image of their ship, and then they won't attack us.
Exactly.
Wow.
That's what I was going for. Yeah.
That's great.
Maybe
And then
we
they'll
can
be
fool
polite
them.
to us, and we'll let them pass.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We are mirror people now.
Exactly.
Was there anything else you wanted to do with your turn? I'd say we can just maintain at least the athletics roll you have now. I don't want to waste your action in having you turn the ship slightly. So.
No, I don't think there's anything else I want to do. I'll stay in
Just
Fenric's ass for now.
maintaining control with a healthy amount of ass. It's always
Yeah.
fun. Always fun. Next is Flynn. You have a loaded cannon that's ready to fire.
I do.
Do
And
you
I'm
do
gonna
that?
load a second cannon.
I do that.
Oh my gosh, he's loading another one. Damn, he's about to like
He's gonna
dual
do them both
wheels.
at once.
All right, you do that. Was there anything else you want to do with your turn? You now have 2 cannons that are ready to go.
No, I'm good.
All right. Next is Lady Beck, who I would say would notice the screeching. First of all, I think especially based on her past experience, she also battled with those sirens and did a healthy amount of damage as well. So I think that she would have grabbed her mace and sort of slammed her door open and is yelling, "What the fuck is going on? What are we doing?"
There's a plan.
Anyone wanna-
Boldar, yes.
You're ruining the plan.
Yeah, she opens the door and sees Bulldar tied up. She's like, "Did anyone want to tell me?" She's like waving her mace in the air.
Stay inside.
It's better she found out this way.
There's a plan. Boldar won't elaborate more than
I
that.
She
even
wouldn't have gone
think-
along with the plan before. If
If
had it, to be
she opened the door to see tied up Boulder, she's gonna run and go try to untie him and get really confused. Like hold up one end of the rope. Like, what are you doing? What is this? Is this a game?
Get back inside! Get back inside!
Roll persuasion.
Boldar. Boldar
Right, if we could
leans
have
in
a
and goes.
combating persuasion.
Boldar leans in and goes. There is a plan.
Oh no! I rolled a 1.
I also rolled the 1.
Oh my god.
What happens?
What is
I
that?
think, but I think what's gonna happen is she's just gonna like run behind Boldar and then crouch down. So she's gonna hide, but not in a good place at all. She's kind of open, out in the open.
Alright, it's
Damn,
fine.
2 1s.
Oh.
That's pretty great. Okay, I'm gonna say that's Lady Beck's turn, unfortunately.
She's just very confused.
And then, so at this point, we do see the ship has now, as it was straining out, it's now come to the full side, and our other cannon, which reloaded last round, is going to fire this round. If we could have another d20, no disadvantage, but +6.
No.
Say 19.
What?
That hits, so that is 4d10 damage again.
I like it.
We
No
get
one's
some of these
to the ship.
ones.
no one's checked below deck since we've been hit twice.
Oh god, the fucking dogs. Jeremy.
no, the
Dogs is there. They can
What was-
handle it.
No.
We
You
can
go-
handle cannon
You
fire.
go below deck and Jeremy's patching up the ship.
Juniper already only has 2 legs.
Irby's already scared of fireworks. God knows what the cannon's gonna do. Oh, Jesus.
There's just a lot of
I
barking.
don't know who Herbie is. This is
I said
Irby.
Irby. I
Okay.
said Irby. Thank you very much.
Irby and Maya. How does Maya do with fireworks?
Not well. She's probably
Not
just
well.
sprinting around, barking loudly.
Oh no. Poor thing. I'd probably say Juniper's taking a stress diarrhea in the corner. That's about what he does. Anyways. Okay.
Juniper's like, Mom, you're oversharing again.
I know, he's pissed. He's behind me. He's done. He's done with me. Okay, next is Fenric.
I'm just standing there bewildered that Lady Beck is just huddled down right by the mast, and
Caught her in a vulnerable moment, apparently.
I mean, there's really not much I can do. They're close enough. I don't want to ruin the I don't want to ruin the plan.
Heaven forbid.
And I'm committed at this point, so I'm just gonna. I guess should I roll performance to act like a siren?
Yeah, I'd say they're close enough. They're
It's time.
They're about
Fenric.
900 feet out.
It's time for your big break, Fenric. This is it. This is what you've trained for.
This is
This
your
is when
moment.
all the agents are gonna start sending me messaging pigeons and shit to cast me for their plays. All right, let me.
I'm interested in this.
This is what all those years of druid training.
You have
went towards.
advantage. I'll give you advantage because you're literally wearing a face.
Okay, all right, good. Thank God.
Is that what it takes for advantage? Just wearing someone's face?
To have a
Put a
face.
face
Bear
down.
that in mind.
I rolled a 6 and then I rolled a 9. So I've got a 9 plus 2 performance, so 11.
What does that sound like?
Well, I'm not the one making the noise. That's all. All the screeching is coming from.
What does it look like then? How do you think an 11 would
Hold
go
on,
in
let me-
trying to be siren?
Oh no.
Oh my god.
One of those kind of things.
Right, yeah, one of those kind of things.
That was very
good.
good. That was excellent. Thank you so much. That was awesome.
I'm not sure my performance can match that.
I'm not gonna say anything now. I'm gonna tell you that didn't do nothing. I'll get back to it. I think that with how our order is set up, I have an advantage of maybe doing something interesting with that. I'm trying to make your plan work. It's a very interesting plan, so you're challenging me, but that's fine. Next is Fear's turn. Fear, are you continuing to
Yes.
The plan.
Continuing with the
screech?
exact same screech.
The plan.
Okay.
But now I've seen him waving, going up and down. I'm going to try and match the pitch to when he's.
Oh,
Wise.
that's very cool. Okay. If I could have then Fear and Fenric roll intimidation, and we'll see
Yes.
where that gets you. What's our net number here? I'm going off the books, but what's
15
new?
Plus 5, so 20. A dirty 20.
Ooh,
Wow.
Ooh.
I got a 19 plus 2, so 21.
Damn, okay. Good. I'm glad we did it
Re-intimidating.
that way. I just opened up chat for the first time. Well, I haven't scrolled up at all, but I just see sexy fishwife. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Very funny. Very good. Becky, what the fuck am I looking at? Was that when you were dancing? I love her. Oh my god. No, my stress diarrhea got quoted. Okay, I'm done reading that. I'm not looking at that anymore. Never mind.
Taken out of context as well.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it says Juniper at all.
No.
Great. Glad I'll be known for that.
Welcome to my
With
world.
that, so I was going to invoke disadvantage because technically, I'm going to peek the curtain a little bit. We had a cannon that was ready to go right after your guys' turn. I don't even think I'm going to invoke disadvantage with a roll that well. I would like to reward you for that. Beyond that, so I do think at this point their cannon they're shooken. I'm sure they've come across a siren. I don't know that they've seen a siren drive a ship, but I'm sure they also come across a lot of weird shit in their travels. So I think he has a misfire. and this cannon did not go off, and it still needs to be reloaded, and he probably got a little bit of smoke in his eyes. So I'll let you know that your screeching has saved you from a cannon fire.
The plan worked, guys.
The plan,
It
guys. The
worked.
plan. It all paid off. Congratulations. We
solved
all shake hands.
my jumpy cannon.
Pay off.
Just to shake hands.
That's about all I got for you.
I think that would be more confused that we just pop out of nowhere, just shaking hands, celebrating.
Are you doing that actually?
No.
Okay. I never know with you guys. You twerk for mirrors. I don't know.
That was not a life or death situation.
But
Next is Boldar.
Boldar sticks to the plan.
It's not my fault, guys.
All right.
So reach the other
I
ship
don't-
now.
I love this and I love Boldar so much, but I don't know that you standing and doing nothing can possibly. I'm trying to make it work, but I don't think that does anything. At least for this round, you don't know. So
You look scared, Boulder.
He can't do anything else. This is the plan.
poor guy, he's like not analyzing the situation at all. He's like, this is what I was told to do.
Yeah,
Like I'm
exactly.
gonna do it and I'm gonna do it well.
Fear
I was
said
just
do this.
really
Bless
given
him.
one order, and I'm gonna do it just that.
Yes, I love
I
him
was
so
told,
much.
I was told to stand by this mast. I'm going to do it.
It has it been 2 hours? Where are we at?
Nearly.
Yes. Intermission time.
Are we doing a chat show after we finish the whole series?
Yeah, we do.
How do you think it went?
We watch it back and we talk over it. We do director's commentary. And we're like,
Oh
and this
my
is the bit where
God.
you talk about shit for the 50th time. And then Flynn shits in the tip jar. There he is.
He actually does this 5 more times throughout the series.
And then you come in, your voice comes in. Yeah, it kind of became Flynn's like thing. His signature thing, his calling card.
You know, back in his home country, you know, he was
That was a
like,
tip.
he was the masked pooper. He had a persona. He was a serial pooper in his town.
And that's a little bit of lore that
So
most people
this
don't
is
know.
him living vicariously through that. Yeah.
That's a bit. That's some
So
law
just
people
coming
don't
to
know.
this and does not understand the background to
That's-
why we're saying.
Yeah, that's some law people don't know, and that's and it's not explicitly said throughout the series, but but there you go, behind the scenes.
What did I just walk into?
Our director's commentary.
We're talking about shit again, Tristan.
As per usual.
It's the plan.
It's part of the plan.
Stick to the plan.
The plan is if they
Oh
board
my
us, we
gosh.
all shit ourselves at the same time. Good luck, whoever has to persuade Lady Beck.
Who has highest persuasion?
It'll take all of you.
I've got a +5.
I got +6.
Ooh,
I've got a +1.
maybe you can do it as like a team. So the two of you try and convince her.
Rob could try
I
to play
think
a
it-
brown note.
Oh
Just
my
four
god.
sets. Oh.
I don't think it
Alright.
would be easier for Boldar to intimidate.
I don't think Lady Beck is easily intimidated.
No, I'm kind of scared of Lady Beck, and I'm not even a character. So she's a lot. I love it. Okay, are we ready to jump back in?
I think so.
Yeah.
Where we are at right now, you guys have taken some cannonballs. Some crafty screeching and performing has stopped one from being fired. So far, you guys have fired approximately 0, but have 2 lined up.
That's about
So, and Boldar is sticking to his guns. sticking to his mast.
Sticking to his mast.
Very adorable.
To the
Um,
plan.
And
But
for the
he's not
first
gonna
time
move.
ever, Ladybug was not ready for the action, got caught off guard, and upon rolling a 1 is just curled up behind Boldar at this point. All right, top of the order is Bray. At this point, the ship is straightening out again. You guys are about 500 feet apart. It's getting really close here.
I'm gonna stick to the plan. And
What have I done?
you said they're straightening up.
Yes, at this
Are they?
point. They had just come back from trying to fire. It didn't go off, but they were attempting to use that turn too.
I mean, I'll do what I did last time and just like mirror what they do.
Okay. You are playing chickens.
Yes.
Yes.
Scary. Great. Okay. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
No, that'll be it.
Just says
Stick
out loud,
to the
stick to the plan.
Yeah.
Roll and stick to the plan. Next is Flynn.
I'm gonna load a third cannonball into the last cannon on the side that are facing the ship.
There you
Damn,
go.
alright.
I can't
any-
make Bray to screw you over and just steer, so it's
The wrong
just
way.
facing away.
Since Bray has been mirroring, at this point, you would have an opportunity your next shot. I don't think you guys would have collided by then at the speeds that we have currently. So you are lined up with how it has been moving, that upon your next turn you should be, assuming that everything has continued going the route that it is.
don't
So that
worry.
tracks. Mhm.
Everything will be done by the next turn.
It's like there's only 3 on each side, so unless you're rolling another cannon over.
He puts all the
Next
cannons
is
on
Lady.
one
Yeah, just tip over and sink. Next is Lady Beck. I think she's gonna have a moment of realization and like stand up and like kind of like look around and be like, "You guys didn't see that." I think at this point, gosh, you're still screeching. The ship is getting close. I genuinely think Lady Beck is gonna run up to the helm of the ship and just try to be at the front of the action at this point. Historically, she hasn't, but I think that she's a bit embarrassed at having that moment of not being ready to go. So she's going to head up towards the top deck where Bray and Fenric are hugging, basically. Maybe
No, she's
throw
gonna
y'all a
ruin the
weird
plan.
look and then stare
Oh,
out at the ghost ship. Do you shoo her away?
You'll ruin the
Oh,
plan.
Stick to the plan.
Oh, persuasion. Fine, we'll have another contest.
This sort of measure
Button heads
means
of
I'll
Lady
have you
Beck.
sleep on Lady Beck.
Co, thank you for the raid,
Oh,
my
I'll
dude.
roll persuasion.
Thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. I hope
I
you're streaming
got a
well.
6.
Let's have a
This is
14.
Bray's time. A
14.
14.
6 and a 14. What did Miss Beck get?
A 7.
All right.
She successfully shoot away.
Dang, she is not on her A game today. She's gonna go back to the captain's quarters. She's feeling pretty defeated. She's like, all right, y'all
Slams the
can heal your
door.
fucking selves. I don't know what the plan is. I'm just gonna go lay in that bed, and if we sink, I'm gonna be pissed. And she closes the door.
She slams the door
This is
behind her.
That's about all she has.
We're sinking.
By the way, we're sinking. Okay, and then that one has reloaded. So if we could have another D20, no disadvantage, +6 to attack. We've got another cannon incoming here.
It's a 13 to hit.
That misses.
Oof.
You hear a slop into the water as a heavy cannonball narrowly misses. It was pretty close one there.
Thank God.
And next is Fenric.
Oh, I mean, I'm probably just gonna keep up
Stick to
keep
the
up
plan.
appearances. I'm gonna stick to the plan. That's all I can do.
Y'all, you have 5 people, and you have 2 of them standing still, actively doing nothing. Don't change what you're doing. I just want to point it out. Oh boy.
Well, you
It's all part of
sound
the master
mad.
plan.
Stick to the fucking plan, you guys.
It's gonna
Okay.
work.
It's gonna work.
It's gonna work.
It has to work.
Okay.
Do I need to roll persuasion again or performance again?
That is up to you.
We're just
I'm good.
Do you think your performance could be any better? That's the question.
We're just stalling until Flynn fires the guns. As long as this-
Poor Flynn. You guys better get him a Gatorade after this or something.
Some
I've got
more
this really shiny gem.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick to the plan. I'm gonna keep doing my wavy
Stick
arm
to the
shit.
plan. All right, I'm not gonna make you reroll for that. You do that.
Is that our motto now, guys? Just stick to the plan.
Stick to the plan.
Stick to the
Oh
plan.
my god. Next is fear.
Well, you know what I think about the plan. We're sticking to it. So I'm going to carry on the screeching. If anything, I'd like to screech a bit louder, just to get the message across.
The full effect.
Get the full effect. They're closer now.
Can we get some artwork of this?
Of
With a speech
everyone?
bubble, every single person a speech bubble that just says stick to the plan.
I imagine it would be
Oh,
like
goodness
from the
me.
front of the ship, slightly angled to the side. You can see Boulder at the mast. You can see you two up the top. You can see Flynn lighting and loading the
in
cannons.
the positions, but like a group speech bubble where it's all
Stick
like
to
joined
the
up to each
plan.
other. Stick to the plan.
That would be great. I want that.
I'm making a note. If I
Yeah.
happen to have free time, I'll make it happen.
Stick to
We'll
the
have,
plan.
we'll have Lady Beck curled up behind Bulldar in that one too. And then like I don't know if we could have like a peek shot of poor Flynn like sweating, like running
Loading
back
the
and
cannons.
forth. Okay, great. All right, I love it. Anything else you want to do with your turn, Fear?
Just screeching louder and louder.
Just stick to the plan.
Great.
Into the
Love
plan.
it.
Add me to the list of just staying still and doing nothing.
Stick to the plan. Yeah, it makes 3 of y'all.
I wonder what this episode's going to be called.
Oh.
Well, at least, like, Bray, at least moving your hands, you're doing something.
They're gonna reload that, and that's their turn. And next is Boldar. Say it.
Boldar's gonna stick to the mast and stick to the plan.
Great. It's Pecker's turn next. He's exhausted. I'd say
You
he
should
was
stick to
really,
the plan.
yeah. He was fully gunning it, but as we may have noticed a little bit too late, the ship is faster than the bird. So he's just gonna sort of slump down on his back on the deck of the ship.
Peckers.
Should've
Stick to
stuck
the
to the
plan,
plan.
goddammit.
Yeah, should have stuck to the plan.
He should have. The ships are now 200 feet apart. I said it was getting pretty close. It's pretty close now.
They scared you.
You can at this point, I would say anybody who's on the top deck see, this is clearly a ghost ship. I'll spoil that. You did catch on to that, Tristan. It
So
doesn't
I'm
look
screeching
like
nothing.
it doesn't look like it should be able to stay above water. It clearly has some gashes in it from older interactions. Yet that doesn't seem to influence the sheer speed that it is able to do against the wind. And you do see a number of figures on the ship. You see skeletal, ghostly, just with scraps of fabric and hair. Just gnarly looking fuckers, to be honest. You have one at the steering wheel. He's basically just making eye contact with Bray and Fenric at this point. I guess just Fenric, because he can't really see Bray. So
Bray's face
you
is
do see
very
one up on
deep
the
in
crow's
Fenric's
nest.
ass.
And you do see two of them are manning cannons, ghosting cannons. It's Bray's turn.
I'm gonna sort of, I guess, keep us on course so that the cannons are still like facing.
A good
So-
plan.
Some shots can be fired.
Flynn spent
like
so long
that.
preparing the
I'm sticking
cannons.
to the plan, basically. Yeah, I'm sticking to the plan, basically.
Sticking to the plan.
Yeah.
Okay, next is
God.
Flynn.
TM.
What are you trying to do?
This looks like a ghost ship, guys. Should I fire?
Was
Can't
that the
even go
plan?
this far, like...
Is
Is
that
this
in
the
the plan?
plan?
Can ghosts get scared of sirens?
I want
I
to say
just-
no.
Probably
I don't
not.
think
They probably
so.
don't affect them.
I mean, they can be, from what we can tell, they can be put off slightly, right?
True. Made him miss that one shot.
Just a little
Yeah.
PTSD from their former life.
Yeah, that's how some of them died.
Yes.
I don't know.
The
I'll
plan's
go
worked
for
well
it
enough.
if you guys want me to.
Will a
The
cannonball just go
plan's worked
through?
well enough to get this close. This is our prime opportunity
Alright.
just to fire 3 cannons, I reckon.
in
Or
one-
you could just stick to the plan and we can scare them off. No, fire the cannons for real.
This is your
But if
moment.
they're not scared by now, I don't think they will be.
This is your
in
moment,
one
Flynn.
motion, in one motion, Flynn takes out, his, or I don't know. Do we have the cannon thing? The thing they use in Pirates of the Caribbean to light the cannons? Or
I'm
do
gonna
I do
say
my own
yeah.
thing? Okay.
It is lying
I don't
next
know
to one of the
anything.
cannons.
I don't know anything about cannons.
Okay.
I will say though, it's gotta be less easy to sort of aim 3 cannons at once. I'd say you can do 2 on your turn just fine, but with 3 I'll invoke disadvantage on at least 2 of them.
Are we not at point blank range? At
Well,
200
you're
feet?
still gonna have to point the cannons though. I mean, if
Oh, I
if
assumed
you're
they
on
were
a boat and
just
it's
straight.
shifting at all, it's still gonna be an attack roll. I'm willing to give you the 2. I think 3 is just a lot to assume you can maintain control of. So it's up to you. There will be some disadvantage. You still have +6
Should
to
still
attack
try.
on those, so
I
That's
say it's
it.
worth it.
You should still
Go
try.
all in. Stick to the plan. That's my advice.
God. Are you doing 2 or 3?
I'm gonna go with the 2, I guess.
Okay. Go ahead and it's a d20 +6. You can do that twice.
The first one is an 18, and the second one is a 22.
Those both hit. So if you want to roll 8d10 damage.
$45.
You said 45?
Yes.
Sweet. That was awesome.
So we can damage them.
That's efficient.
Huh?
So we can damage them.
Yeah.
we,
Cannons
were,
do damage.
we were a bit worried that with the ghost ship it might just go through.
Phase right through it.
Yeah.
I think that'd be unfair. Just kill all of you. That would kind of
It's
suck.
just as well, because I don't think the plan actually, sort of...
The plan
made
worked.
it.
What are you trying to say?
I
What are you trying to say
I
about
don't
the
think
plan?
the plan, sort of... There was, a contingency in the plan in case.
I'm
the
not gonna
cannon
give you
wasn't
guys
working.
cannons if
In
you
case it
can't
was a
use
ghost
them,
ship.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There was no ghost ship contingency plan.
But from now
Awesome.
on, there always will be.
We've learned a lesson here today.
Not to follow Fear's plans.
I forget if this is a reload or a fire. I can't remember which one's firing.
Didn't it just nearly miss last time?
Yes, this one's reloading, the other one gets to fire. I remember now. Sorry. Fenric.
Um. Well. Hold on. You said they're 200 feet away.
At this point, yes.
Okay. Then, in that case, all I can really do is stick to the plan.
Casting.
No. I'm kidding. So which two cannons did Flynn fire? Like the ones closer to me or further away from?
I
From me.
suppose it's up to him.
It would be the two that were closest to you, just based on positioning and how I
Okay.
loaded them.
All right. I'm just gonna say it. I think the plan has to be changed, and I'm gonna
What?
just I'm gonna j-
Bold
I
of
will
you.
I will
Unbelievable.
gingerly remove the mask.
Covered in.
Yeah,
So
don't
it's
you
not
touch
the-
the mask.
Fear and Boldar cry.
We will use that later.
What
You're
about the plan?
The plan.
Well,
You're-
so I don't want to hurt the mask, so I'm it's delicate, so I'm gonna take it off, and I'm gonna run over to one of the cannons that Flynn just fired and reload it.
Thank you.
I'd imagine
Yeah.
you're just covered in like the internal of the mask.
It's like
All over your face.
I've got the paint like just around the eyes and like right on my neck, and
Oh
like
my
that's
god.
it.
Yes.
So I look like a raccoon.
Oh my god. Plus some fish gloop.
Yeah.
Fish guts in my hair.
Next is fear.
The plan's ruined.
And ruined.
The plan's in tatters.
I would like to go down below to check the ship, the condition of the ship.
You're not gonna
'cause we
pick
get-
the mask up?
What'd you say?
On the way to going down, I'm going to pick the mask up,
Okay.
put it in my bag gently,
And then give
look at him, and be like,
yeah, give him a look like you ruined the plan. You ruined the
And it-
plan.
below,
He
just
won't
to
forget
ship
that.
out.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
Okay.
I just imagine he's like, this would have worked.
3 plus 4, so 7.
I'm gonna
I
say you
see
don't know a lot about ships. What'd you say?
I was about to say, I probably don't see nothing, even though I'm like wading into water.
he's underwater at this point.
I will say there's no water in there at this point.
Amazing.
But you maybe just like walk down there and get like real close to a wall and you're just staring at it and you're like, yeah, it's still there.
The walls
I'm
are
glad this
Very
part of the
old.
ship's still there.
Still there. The ship is still there. Yeah.
We're doing much better than I
is there
thought if
anything
there's
else you
no
wanna do
water.
with your turn?
I just want to use message just to like point upwards, just at whoever it might be that gets in, just like the ship's still here. That's it. That's my message. I've checked, the ship's still here. So I don't know how you want to decide who hears this
Roll
randomly.
a d4.
Three.
Fenric. You all of a sudden hear that the ship is still there.
He looks
I
down.
think he's talking about the ghost ship. He's talking about the ghost ship. It's just like, yeah, no shit. I'm looking at it. Yeah. Completely
Oh my
misinterpret
gosh.
the message.
Yeah. Alright, that's it. I'm done.
Great. We got
I'm
some more
sorry.
action this round.
You've
Freya,
lost
if
your
we could-
for the encounter. The plan wasn't stuck to.
Freya, if we could have that d20 plus 6.
17.
Ooh. That hits. That's 4d10.
No.
I'm actually surprised there wasn't any water. We're in better shape than I thought.
Yeah.
Turns out ships have a lot of health. If I'm being
Thankfully.
honest.
All I'm saying, if we get hit like full blast of one of the cannonballs, one of us is dead. I think Boldar could just take it and be like, he's catching like a baseball or something. But
Oh my god.
the rest of us, we're gone.
Ooh. That was a good roll.
A lot of damage, isn't it?
I don't
I'm getting
know.
a bit beat up. A little bit.
Ship's still there though. So
It's
Yeah.
still there. I've checked. Still there. I'll let you know
okay.
when it goes.
At this point, up till now, the ghost ship has been alternating sides to make do with the alternating cannons that it has available. It is now about 200 feet out, and it has stopped swerving at this point. It is now heading straight on at this point. It seems to be holding that a bit longer and holding its course. And now it's Bray's turn.
Hmm. So we've got two cannons that are sort of
Two of
ready
them are
to fire
loaded.
now, right?
Yes, both on the same side.
Well, I mean, the plan's kind of gone out the window now, hasn't it?
You
So-
have to tell Boldar that, because I don't think he's going to break the plan.
Poor guy. Oh my god.
So can you not see that the plan's gone out the window?
No one said cancel the plan.
So if the
He
other
op-
ship's like sort of
he
the other
operates
ship's
on
like
a.
coming head on now, right? You what, mate?
I was gonna say he operates on a plan by plan basis. He needs a new plan before he can move on from the last plan.
He only works in plans. So the ghost ship's like coming straight towards us again now, right?
Yes. It is straight in
So-
course. It doesn't look like it's going to maintain sort of the swerving it has before.
Gonna ram it?
Brilliant. I'm gonna turn so that the two cannons that are loaded are facing, and then they can be shotted by someone.
Great. We love shotted cannons.
Aye.
And next is Flynn.
Which cannon did you load? Fenric.
The one in the middle.
Okay, I shoot 2 cannons then.
Great. Let's see, 2 d20s, both +6.
Both 16.
Nice. They both hit, so that is 8d10 damage.
Nice.
$49.
Very nice. Let's see how we look. Alrighty, and at this point, I think you guys do see the ghost that was up in the crow's nest is now coming down. And he is readying some planks and some equipment you see him shuffling around with. And this one is firing. If we could have a d20 +6, we got another incoming. Cannon.
That's the 18.
That hits. Let's see some damage.
What are these rolls?
Another thud as a cannon hits your ship. It's just one though. It's not cool like a double. It's not like a double or anything. That Flynn is rolling with.
Yeah, calm down, pirates.
Get on my level.
Okay. Nice. Okie doke. Next is Fenric.
I guess I'm just gonna reload the middle cannon. Just
Very nice.
helping
do
out,
that.
guys.
Anything else you want to do in your turn?
Can I load the other cannon that I'm next to?
It's technically an action to load it, so
Okay.
probably not.
Then I don't think so. No.
He
Okay.
says audibly, just helping out, guys.
Yeah, say it out loud. Try to be of service.
You should have said, "This is the new plan."
Boldar, new plan, load cannons.
Next is Fear.
Would I have seen any change since we've just got hit by cannon? Or by...
Let's see.
Do I need to roll investigation again?
Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation again.
Did you
I'm
notice
not
that
going to
cannon
keep you at
did?
the 7.
I reckon I could just be wandering around the bottom for a while, just not noticing anything at this rate. Because that's a 9 total. We're getting there.
Ship's still there.
Ship's still there.
I think you're going to be like, man, this ship has been hit by some cannonballs, but it's still there. And I think that's about it. 9 is like almost halfway, so like
Yeah.
you don't see any blaring, damage, but it's nothing really of concern at this point, I think, based on that. And then
Yeah, that's it. That's my thing.
Okie doke. Next is Boldar.
Boldar watches everyone running around really confusedly. He's like, this wasn't the plan. And then he asks, he's like, guys, was this in the plan? Does anybody
Does
respond?
anybody help him out?
Yeah. Yes, this is the next part of the plan.
This
You
is
gotta
phase
load
2.
cannons.
This is phase 2.
This is phase 2 of the plan. Load the cannons.
Boldar hurries over to load some cannons. I guess I load one cannon.
Did you want to load one on the side that Fenric and Flynn are on? Or the opposite
I
side?
guess it seems like we're keeping them on that side of us, so it makes sense to do that, I guess.
Sounds good. So I think we have 2 currently loaded. That sounds right. Because I think, yes. Okay. Peckers is still going to take a breather.
He's like way back
And-
there now.
At this point, the ghost ship has, so you sort of turn to the side to make that the side that where you've been firing cannons open to hit them. So the ghost ship has now continued to turn towards you. I'll have you make a dex save, Bray. It is your turn. I'm not going to use your action since this is technically on the ghost side. They're going to attempt to collide with the ship here. And again, you have advantage since you're steering the ship and use a pirate, but
That's an 8.
I don't think that's gonna do it.
No.
Lucky?
Yeah? Or did you
With
did you use
Depends
your
if Nat
advantage?
wants. I did not. What's the advantage again? Is that
You
just
roll
you
twice
roll
and you take the
twice and
higher
take
one.
the higher one.
Okay, I'll do that. I think it's too late for me to use lucky anyway because you have to call it before.
I haven't said what happens yet. You can still do it.
You might be fine.
That's what I'm saying. You can interrupt me. Like I haven't said shit yet.
I'm going to use lucky then because I rolled a 3,
Oh boy.
so it would have been 7.
Which means you get one more roll.
So lucky
gonna go
works.
less.
You add a d20. So
Oh,
your
yeah.
higher roll, add a d20 to it. So I'll let you still keep the advantage. I think was it an 8? So just add a
Yeah.
d20 to that if you want to use a luck point.
6, so that was okay. So
Better.
that'd be 22.
Nice. It's much better.
Yikes.
You're able to swerve out of the way. They are still pretty close. I'd say, I mean, within 20 feet at this point. You're able to sort of get out of the way without really causing anything too much of a stir. Like, you're that great of a pirate. It was just really beautifully done. So, with that though, it is your turn. You do see there is still that one ghost on the top of the ship. He's holding some planks in his arms. He was getting ready to sort of throw those down, but he missed his chance there. And you do see the one steering the ship has grabbed a pistol, and it is your turn.
So to avoid the ship, we're now the thing. To avoid the ship, we're now like the cannons are no longer like
Lined up.
the ones that are loaded are no longer facing the ship, right?
I mean, it depends on which way you turned. They were coming straight at you. I would say
Right.
you would have had to turn pretty far away. You might have even have sort of the backside of the ship pointed towards them at this point. If you want to correct that and use an action, unless there was something else that you wanted to do, you still have that action to use. But I'd say it would take a check to see if how you want to correct that.
Yeah, I'm probably going to correct it. I think so that our cannons are facing them again.
Athletics or sleight of hand.
Go with sleight of hand. That is and crit fail.
Oh.
We need to get you some dice because that bot is not kind to you.
No.
It can be.
Oh no.
Not when I need it to be.
Yeah, I gotta join the chat. Okay. With that, it does not go well. I don't know if it's just a sudden gust of wind or what, but all of a sudden you cannot rely quite as heavily on your past experience. The ship does not react how it should have when you attempted to make that correction. And at this point, I would say that you just oversteered, and now you have the complete opposite side of the ship is now facing them. So none of the cannons are loaded on that side. And you get a splinter.
Fantastic.
And it sucks. Somebody didn't sand that wheel down. I blame Fenric. Fenric should have known.
I accidentally scratched it a little bit and made a little bit of splinter pop out on one of the rungs. I'm sorry about that, man.
Okay. And next is Flynn.
Let's see. I guess I dash over onto the other side of the ship.
Start loading cannons.
How far away is the person firing one of the cannons?
I'd say after that maneuver, they're about 35 feet away.
Okay, I'm gonna attack with my short bow.
All right, roll to attack.
14.
That ties, so that hits.
And 8 damage.
Okay, Freya's got it. Okie doke. Anything else you can do on your turn? That hits. He takes a good amount of damage there.
I can hide.
Roll stealth.
17.
You hidden. Surprise to no one. Let's see. Next, the ghost that is steering the ship is going to point his pistol at Fenric.
Ah, no.
No, thank you.
I
No,
made that up.
thanks. I refuse.
I'm gonna look that up real quick.
I refuse to be shot here.
Can I speak to this ghost manager?
He just goes full Neo.
Would
I
that be
will
the
not
captain?
shot.
Yeah.
I didn't have this pulled up, so I gotta do that real quick. I'm sorry.
You didn't have the refuse to be shot section of the D&D handbook pulled up.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. we engage in a lengthy debate over the merits of me being shot, and I completely disagree. Obviously,
You destroy him in a healthy debate. They leave.
Okay. If I could
This is
have
your
a
time to shine.
20 attack roll,
19.
does that hit Fenric?
yeah. God damn
Okay,
it.
that's a D10 piercing damage.
Ouch.
I'm sorry.
Give me 3 damage.
Oh, okay.
Ouchie,
Could've
a
been worse.
bullet.
It's like Gray's.
At least he doesn't have lightning bullets.
It completely takes off
Yeah.
half of your tattoo.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, it grazes my arm and it takes
The whole
it
tattoo. off.
erases the word Jeremy on there.
I don't know if that's weird or
I
not.
can get it
'cause
redone.
now it's just the heart with the weird unicorn thing. With no
Oh,
other
boy.
context.
Nope. That's all you need though. That's all
Yeah,
I need.
You know.
Okay, they are reloading. And next is Fenric.
Well, I am. Oh god, I'm trying to think of how these ships are gonna move. I will reload the other cannon that I'm next to on the side that's opposite of the ship, where the ship
Okay.
currently is. The
Sweet.
ghost ship.
That should be helpful.
I hope so. Somebody
I hope
turn.
so.
I'm just trying to be helpful.
I'm just trying to be helpful, guys.
Next is Fear. Go ahead and roll perception.
We have a 16 total.
You feel a strong connection with the ocean right now. That's all I'll say. It's your turn.
I don't know what to do with that, guys.
Is it because he's currently wading in water?
Yeah. Are my feet currently wet?
He asked
No.
himself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I asked myself just. They don't feel wet.
Maybe it's your gym.
You feel connected, but like in a romantic way.
And here I was going to use message and point down and ask if the Kraken's around. I'm tempted, but I think I'm going to have to roll a D100 to get 69.
Do it. Do it.
Uh,
Do it. You won't.
I'm
No balls.
It's phase 3, guys. Hope for the Kraken. I'm going to point down and use message and ask if the Kraken could deal with the ghost ship.
I'm not guaranteeing anything, but just for shits and giggles, roll animal handling.
I'm the last person that should be doing this. Yeah. 5 total.
5?
5.
The Kraken sinks up.
Okay.
A single minnow answers your call.
Starts bumping against the ghost.
Okay. Nothing's gonna happen right away. I'm making a note.
Right away. I'm going to make a note as well.
It's the optimal word.
Does message take up an action? Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
I need to double check if that takes up an action.
I
It
think
just
it's
says
a bonus.
1 action.
Okay, so you could do any bonus actions. I mean, talking's free action, but might not be much else he can do.
Thing is, I'm nowhere near, or I can't see anyone to sort of do any of my sort of spells.
You're below deck still.
Yeah, I'm still below deck.
Play us a song.
I rouse the troops, and from below deck you can hear inspiring song.
It's the Pirates of the
Actually, I'm
Caribbean.
not going to say inspiring.
It's
I'm
the
not gonna
Pirates of
say
the Caribbean
inspiring
theme tune.
performance for this.
Let's see it.
So a 5 plus 8, so 13.
That's pretty good. It's about what they expect from you at this point.
Look, I'm inspired. That's all that matters.
What is
whether
that?
They are
That-
inspired.
That's so vague. It's about what they expect from you at this point. That could be awful.
Look,
I
That's-
think when you guys first got on the ship and you played music, I think you rolled a 13.
That's an average.
Yeah.
It's an average performance.
But Bray knows how good I am.
I'll see.
More than making voices.
Also,
but-
what does that mean? How good you are at what?
Bray doesn't know it was me, but like he heard the siren, me mimicking the siren music to him
And he fell in love with
that one time.
it.
Bow, chicka bow wow. Keep
So
the
yeah,
fish
that's,
away from that one.
that's me done. I'm very helpful, guys. Stick to the plan.
All right, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Great. This cannon is firing. If we could have a d20 plus 6 from the ghosties.
Hmm.
30-20.
And that's a d10, 4d10 damage then. 30, 20, definitely hits. Let's see where that lands us.
There you go.
Very nice. Very nice. Okie doke. You hear some creaking. Just overall, the team hears some creaking on the ship. It's feeling like there's a little bit more drag as you guys are moving along. Next up is Boldar.
The absence of any other instructions, Boldar crosses to the other side of the ship and starts loading more cannons.
Bless his soul.
He's not very useful when
Um,
it comes to naval combat. All his stuff requires getting close to people.
How many cannons are loaded and where? Is it 2 on
I
each
feel
side
like
at this point?
3 on one side is. I feel like 3 are loaded on one side, and then
I thought it was 3 on one side and then now 1 on the
1 on the
Okay.
opposite.
side that's actually
Yeah.
facing.
I think.
Okay, that tracks. Sorry. I should
one
be
did you
keeping
load?
track, but I trust
The
you.
middle one.
That's
The middle
correct
one is
answer.
loaded twice.
We can
Um,
fire 2 cannonballs at once from the same cannon.
At this point, the ghost ship is going to try and make a similar maneuver, but on the opposite side now that is facing them. So this is the side with less cannons loaded, the side that hasn't had as much action. It's going to try to rear in and collide again. If Bray could roll a dex save. I'd say,
pressure.
Fenric, are you still at the wheel? Or did you move? You moved.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down at cannon.
It's just
Okay.
Bray. It's just Bray at the wheel.
Okay, thank you.
That's 15.
Okay, I'd say that this was enough of a maneuver to not get hit, but they are still pretty conveniently placed now parallel to the ship. So it hasn't taken any damage from that, but they are very close at this point. And it is your turn now if you wanted to take an action.
So they're alongside us now, or
Yeah, I'd say about 15 feet away. They've just sort of, they're right here. That's the sound they make.
have we still got the? Are they like the side where there's still only the one cannon that's loaded, or
2 now.
or 2
Yes.
now? Sorry.
This, is it 2?
Yeah, I just loaded them.
One. I thought that was 4 total loaded.
No, the 3 on the other side were loaded, and then someone crossed the load on the other side, didn't they? And then I just did it.
No, Flynn went across and then shot an arrow.
Oh,
I don't think
okay.
he.
So maybe it is 1 then.
I think it's just 1 on 1 that side, isn't it?
I think so.
I don't know.
If no one else thinks
I
they loaded a
trust y'all.
cannon on that side, then yeah, probably just 1.
I think it is
I
4 total.
think it's just 1, 3 on one side, and then 1 on the
Yeah.
side that's facing them now.
I loaded another cannon in that case.
Are you leaving the steering wheel?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yes.
Okay.
Just latch it in place.
Yeah, yeah.
He puts the
Um,
handbrake on.
Have I got?
You have like a hand axe or something? You can put your scimitar into the wood.
Drop the anchor.
Oh,
Don't know about that. I don't know. Fuck it, I'll leave the wheel. It'll be fine. I'll go and load a cannon.
Alrighty. I'm assuming that's on the one side facing them since the other ones are loaded.
Yeah. You said it was the
Great.
middle one you loaded, George.
Yes.
I'll load the one on the right, and then
The front or the back
Okay.
one?
I
I won't remember either way, so
yeah.
Yes.
one of them. Great.
One of them.
Anything
one's
else you want to do with your
nearest
turn?
No, I don't think
Okay.
so. I can't really sort of start making my way back to the wheel, can I? So. I don't think.
Yeah. I mean, what's your speed?
30.
Yeah, I'd say you get to the base of the steps. That'll take you back up to the top deck, so you are able to make some distance back, but
Close enough.
not all the way.
Close enough.
Yes. Okay, and then at this distance, the ghost that was holding some planks has then sort of let them fall down, and he has sort of created a connection between both ships at this point. And he's going to attempt to cross it. Just for shits and giggles, let's have a dex roll to like see how
We'll
well
try.
he does. Neither of these ships are anchored, so I can't imagine it would be that assumed to work.
Also, Boldar's there.
That's a nat 1.
That's in that one.
No,
Nobody can
I
get
don't
on the
want
ship.
to lose the whole guy.
Perfect.
Nobody can get on the ship.
He falls off the plank into the ocean. It is never seen
That's
again.
perfect.
He flops it down. It's really loud and big and impressive. And he locks eyes with Boldar, and he starts stomping forward, and then he just falls off the side, and you hear a splash below, and he's flailing down there.
Brilliant.
I'm gonna change his status to swimming.
With the fishes.
Fish that's attacking the boat is going to turn on him soon.
It's true. That minnow will
I-
have him now.
Yeah.
Is that his mercy?
The next in line is the ghost that's steering. He sees that nobody is currently at our wheel, so he's just going to turn the ship completely to the side and try to smash into it. I'm gonna see if there's a way that's in here. I know that it's on. I'm on the ship sheet. There's a way to do this, but I might just make it up if I don't find it. All right. Could we have a sleight of hand check for this ghost to see how well he smashes? Do he smash? We'll find out.
After these messages.
15 plus 2.
I'd say he smashes.
Good for him.
Good for him.
Good for him.
Lucky dude.
Maybe the ghost that's swimming was pretty surprised when the ship started lurching towards him a bit intensely.
Squishes him.
We'll say that's 3d10 damage, bludgeoning damage to the ship here, and everyone on the ship is sort of tossed to the side. I mean, you guys all feel that. I'm sure
Does-
Lady Beck was
Does the plank
keen
fall?
on that one as well.
Does the plank
Huh?
fall? I said, does the plank fall?
I would say that the plank rolls onto your ship entirely.
Nice.
So it's still on the edge, but I would say it would continue with that motion.
We'll keep that.
And
This is
he
our
did.
plank.
This
now.
is our plank now.
Sweet, free wood.
That was the plan, guys, all along. Just
Yeah.
get some free words.
Still their planks.
Nice. And then this cannon is firing if we could have a d20 plus 6.
No, you can't. Fresh.
18 plus
No.
6, that's 24.
That hits. We could have 4d10 damage. Nice. Let's see. Oof.
Yeah.
Is everyone comfortable with another 30 minutes, or do we need to end it here?
I'm fine. with
I can keep
whatever.
going.
Probably do another 30.
Is that okay, Gio?
We'll probably do 15 minutes.
15. Okay. Alrighty. And then next is Fenric.
So they're like on us, like they're like less than 100 feet away. Right?
Yes, they have just smashed into y'all. I mean, I'd say there's probably from you 15 feet away from the other ship.
All right. I'm gonna use Thunderclap.
Yes.
The
Yes.
return.
I'm gonna clap
I was
these
waiting for you
cheeks.
to say it. I was waiting for you to say it.
Clap them cheeks. Clap them cheeks.
Hopefully it actually hits something this time.
It doesn't matter if it
Um,
doesn't. It's just worth it.
Even if it's just friendly
Yeah.
fire, it's worth it.
Yeah, so every creature or everything, every creature within 100 feet has to succeed on a 13 con save.
Which that's going to be all of us.
We all.
That's
that'll be all
everybody.
of us,
That's
Yeah.
everyone.
yeah.
I'm assuming it travels below deck as well.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone.
I got a dirty 20.
Nice.
I got a 13.
Oh,
I got a 9.
oh no.
I'm gonna use lucky.
Oh no.
Um, 14.
Nice.
Hate to be the one to say it, you didn't hit any of the ghosts.
God,
Oh
God
god.
damn it.
But you hit
God
fear.
damn it.
But you hit fear.
I'm sorry.
Your ass
God.
isn't good enough for this.
God damn
You
it.
didn't hit any of the
Oh,
ghosts or
no.
any of us. You hit fear below deck.
Yeah. Me screech below deck.
It's a loud squawk.
You got to take 1d6 of thunder damage. No, I'm so sorry.
He's like, I feel the disappointment.
Wait, do I have to roll that?
I'm gonna let you roll that.
You feel the shame of it.
I don't
Yeah.
feel the shame of this.
A shameful roll.
Oh, thank God. It was only one.
That's
It's one
That's-
too many.
Yeah, it's one
Yeah.
too much.
I might have to take a whole turn to heal myself now, guys.
Jesus.
He's
Okay,
feeling
well,
really
I'm never going to
sorry.
use Thunderclap again.
He's feeling really sorry for himself now.
Unless you're like far away from us, don't use it.
If you're ever just like on your own, then
Surrounded by
all
enemies.
means.
Yeah.
Clap those cheeks in your own time, sir.
Sorry, which one of you got hit?
Fear.
Fear
Fear.
did? Okay. Fenric, is that the end of your turn?
Unfortunately.
Okay. We did do a initiative roll for Jeremy. It is technically his turn. He's gonna approach Fear and like just give him a kiss on the wing. He is upset that you got thunderclapped by his best friend, so he's trying to make it up to you on Fenric's behalf.
Couldn't Jeremy get hit too?
No. Because I said so. He didn't roll. He just doesn't. Next is Fear's turn.
Jeremy is immune to the thunderclap.
Yeah, especially Fenric's thunderclap.
Oh,
Bravo's just adding that.
yeah. Are my feet wet yet since we just got rammed in the side?
Yes. There is some water coming in.
Luckily, we have a nice new plank on board.
Yeah. Let's cut it up and use it.
Well, I've just realised, standing here all this time just staring at the side of the ship, I've not even bothered looking for like anything to repair the ship with in case it happens.
You also haven't even like checked in on the animals or anything? Like,
Nope.
just
Well,
wandered-
Jeremy's fine. He just came and checked on me.
You've just been wandering around down there. Yeah, Jeremy's been watching you wander around in circles and he's like, shall I check on him, see if he's okay?
So I guess I want to try and find where the water's coming from and investigate if there's any planks or anything to fix the hole.
Okay. Roll investigation again.
Okay. 18 plus 4, so 22.
Okay. Much better than the last ones.
Wandering around for half an hour.
You've gotten really acquainted with the ship at this point. You look around, you can just sort of tell that water is seeping in from multiple areas. It is mostly, of course, on the side that the ship had impacted on. There are some planks, there is equipment available to sort of repair things, but water is coming in pretty quick. Not so much that you would need to leave right away, of course, but if you wanted to attempt to repair, we can have you roll for that. Unless there's something else you'd rather do.
I'd like to see how my connection with the water is right now. Am I still feeling a connection?
Roll insight.
4 plus 3, so 7.
Okay, you are now in the water, and you're looking down at your talons, and you just think that the water looks really cute today. You're just getting
Is that
really
what's on
cute
my mind?
vibes from the ocean.
He starts
right now.
splashing, splashing his talent.
I don't know what to think.
He's just paddling below deck. This is Birdman.
Just have a grand time, just be like, guys, water. I would like to attempt to repair the ship, but I'm gonna have fun as well. So I'm like, you know how toddlers like with Wellingtons like jump in puddles and that. I'd like to be doing that whilst attempting to repair. I'm enjoying myself in the water.
That's very cute. Roll sleight of hand to repair.
A dirty 20.
Nice.
That's dirty.
That's all right. That's the best. Sometimes that's the best way.
Okay.
We're gonna leave that one there. We'll move on.
Alrighty, yeah. I mean, I think we'll go ahead and just have you repair the ship by 10 points. I'll add that here. think even a dirty 20 should get you something there. So you are able to sort of cover up some more blaring holes that
He's
are
not
letting water
very
in and
helpful.
sort of down. He's just stabbing
He
it.
doesn't understand how
Me.
repairs work.
Okay. Bray, if you could have a glance at our messages.
Can I ask Jeremy to help me repair the ship?
I'll roll for Jeremy while Frey is looking
I
at
say
that. Let's
for-
see if he helps. Jeremy rolled a 9.
I reckon he's just drinking the water that's coming through the ship.
He's fetching you
Oh,
planks.
he's smart. He's smart enough to not drink seawater. I'm pretty sure. I hope.
You understood that I got hurt by your thunderclap.
You didn't know that he was a killer, so.
That's true. Hey, he had PTSD. Okay,
It was a shock
look,
to all of us, honestly.
There's no PTSD there.
He enjoyed it.
He enjoyed it.
He's out for blood. God damn it.
Sorry. We're preparing to end it here, so we're figuring out how we want to leave things.
A kraken shows up.
That'd be absurd.
Boldar has like a balls to the wall play. If it all works.
Okay. All right. I'm ready. Are y'all ready?
Mhm.
I need a dexterity saving throw from everyone.
Oh no.
Just the players, Freya. I don't think we have to worry about Jeremy and Beck.
That's an 18 for Boldar.
24 for Bray.
Fear can have advantage. How much did Bray get?
24.
Oh,
That's how you
damn.
I
spell
rolled
that.
a nat
Yeah, I don't
20,
know. If
Oh,
and then plus
That's
4.
how
for
Fear
dex.
would spell it.
True. No, more
I
like how
missed it.
Boldar
What did I
spelled.
miss?
Nothing.
What I miss?
He wrote Kraken on a notepad.
He
With a
wrote crack
question mark.
on.
What am I rolling again?
Dex saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
Did I hear I had advantage as well?
You do.
Thank God for that.
Fenric got an 8.
Uh-oh.
I also got a 24.
Very nice.
So my first roll was a 9. The second one was a 10. So I'm going to go with a 10.
Probably, yeah. All right. Your ship moves very suddenly and very intensely. It sort of lurches up. I'm gonna pause until we bring it back.
And one
Which is-
fish I caught, guys.
Yeah, it's that minnow. He's evolved.
I will just say, with a 5 animal handling, she took her sweet time, Rob.
That's fair. I would as well.
Fear, if it weren't for the fact that you were the energy that she was searching for across these travels, she's been just hunting y'all down. She was just ready to meet you. You are slammed against the wall inside of the ship. I mean, you guys are essentially thrown. Everybody sort of on the top deck sees large tentacles emerge from the ocean and surround both you and the ghost ship, and they're sort of up in the air. Fenric, you are hucked overboard amongst the initial impact. You are
Oh,
now in the
no.
water.
Oh no! You're in there with the Kraken.
Wait. I can speak with animals eventually. When we get back, I will attempt to communicate.
And in this moment, a tentacle, it's very cute to some people, does wrap around Fear. It gets within one of the side holes in the ship and sort of pulls you above the water, and all of the other tentacles that had raised over both ships come crashing down and thoroughly destroy both ships.
What was Lady
There.
Beck thinking at this point?
God damn it.
Pulp.
How is Lady Beck still in the cabin?
What?
Crushed.
We don't know.
Oh shit.
I will say, just for
Oh,
the sake
shit.
that this is how we're ending, you guys aren't going to take damage from that. And you do see sort of as a chunk of wood pops up and starts to sort of float near the wreckage, you do see all the dogs just sitting together
Thank
on this
God.
piece of wood. They're just
Oh.
chilling. They're okay.
Phew.
I'm
Everyone's
not going to hurt the dogs.
everyone's MIA.
Good.
They also conveniently have a little bowl of dog food on their little
Oh,
platform.
okay, that's
But
good.
yours and the ghost ship is thoroughly destroyed at this point, and we're gonna leave it at that.
Jeez.
Damn.
She.
I thought you were gonna make
I
us
think
like
we had
fight the
method.
Kraken on the ships next time, but now,
But like the Kraken in the water now.
yeah, now. We're
I
screwed.
feel like we're gonna get separated.
I don't know.
Stage 3 of the plan.
Bulldar,
That's-
we're-